Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we kick off another week in wrestling with a little bit of WWE RAW tonight, getting closer and closer to WrestleMania, folks. So get in that chat, click all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, be a part of the family, be a part of all the shows. And don't forget, strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. And don't forget, go get your merch. But that all being said, it's Monday night, so we get Raw as always. Tuning in, hoping for a good show. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. New world champion on one side of the docket, and we seem to be locked in for a match, and the internet fan base has lost its mind as always. But we're going to be here all night for all the fun. Me and that pretty face got you for the next few hours. And if you don't know who we are, I'm Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, I see you were very much feeling the Mondays vibe, my guy there. And I've established I'm not a Cody crybaby. I'm a McIntyre mourner.
I'll accept that. There has been a lot of talk and no better place to start tonight as we get into this. But Cody Rhodes, I said it to you. We talked about it all Friday night. I thought this is not a decision they can make. I thought it was a bad shake. Now, there's a big contingent out there that are like, shut up, we love them. So it's a battle right now. There is a legitimate battle that kind of makes Cody relevant.
I listened to, and I'm shouting them out, but Busted Open. I listened to Bully and LaGreca, of course, the crybaby,
Capo, the king of the crybabies.
Exactly, of going through all of this. And I'm very much in the camp of I am sick of, I feel Cody's getting shoved down my throat and everything like that. Pause on all of that. But I do get the story that is there with Cody and Randy. I do get the story that's there and how they can go. I just wish that they could do something, that there was the potential to be a multi-person match there. Of why did they have to switch this up so fast?
Yeah, and I mean, some people talked about the fact that Drew's got to go film Highlander. I don't care. That's an excuse, not a reason. You work around shit. You make sure the scheduling makes sense. And again, if you were gonna pull the trigger on this whole Cody Randy thing, like everyone's pointing out the history, we know we've been asking for it, and we finally get Randy Cody. We're gonna get it, but I think they waited too late to get here, and I think a lot of people out there are kind of disappointed because Drew's done well. Drew's been outstanding, and I think you just cut him out from under the knees, and this is not my favorite decision.
Well, we've been waiting a year plus for Cody versus Randy, and has that ship. It's not the hottest thing on the stovetop right now. A little bit. McIntyre's cooking, so let him kind of do what he's going to do. Randy and Cody's always going to be there. That is always going to be a story because they tie all the way back to legacy, to everything with Randy and Dusty and Cody, and you can go all the way back to my daddy again.
Right.
So you can do that whenever, but it just felt like you were going from the hot hand back to the safe hand.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about triple safe a lot, and I think ultimately, I find myself surprised, and I defend Cody. So before we get any further, let's remind everybody, like I defend.
There is the live audience that still, popped and had a huge response and everything to it.
Yeah, it looked like some of the people in the building fucking absolutely loved it, and other people didn't. Now there were some mixed boos and such. If anyone saw the clip of Cody Rhodes' post SmackDown speech, there was some murmurs in there. Some people kind of came down to earth and were like, "Wait a minute, what?" No, I think that what it lacked is okay, we could have had that moment at Chamber. I mean, we kind of got it at Chamber, but maybe at Rumble where, Randy turns on Cody or Cody turns on Randy. Like, we never really, like, we know that the story existed, but just to jump into it, it feels cold. And everything else with Drew feels hot. And I think that's the dilemma they ran into here.
Yeah, well, the attendance has been up, like we talked about. Viewership's been up. I get the whole. Been the big argument of, well, Highlander, well, he's still going to be at WrestleMania, ain't he? So then you get the multi-person
Mhm,
match. You
mhm.
had so many other options to go outside of just straight Cody Randy. That's the coldest of the coldest hands right
I'm
now. That's the Grim Reaper's
surprised.
hand.
Now, keep in mind, we do have a few weeks to go, and there could still,
Oh,
there's still
they'll cook it now. Now that you pulled it out of the freezer, but they didn't let that shit defrost before they
they
decided to
just
put
threw it on the
the
pan,
milk
hope
on
for
it.
the best. Uh,
Yeah.
no, I hear you on that for sure. And I think that, there is still the opportunity that, we get a multi-person match or a triple threat somehow. Jacob's still out there. Other names are out there that need something to do. The WrestleMania card hasn't quite, but it's not fully
Flesh
rounded.
it out.
We got some stuff. We know some of the big stuff, but yeah, there's some things that still have to work out. But ultimately, I mean, it's crazy times, and it was an unexpected title change. I mean, people say it was predictable. Now they pull the trigger on Cody, and it's predictable. I don't know what else to say.
Well, then we can talk about briefly the whole, because we do got to say hi to everybody out there too as well in a minute. But there's the whole now controversy of, well, on its face value, because again, YouTube doesn't show you it, but people find a way. If there's a will, there's a way of, this is the most disliked video
Yeah,
in recent memory from WWE. Now,
yeah.
granted, there's the alleged that people are outright paying to bot dislike the video, which, if you are doing that, folks, please seek mental help, because you have nothing better to do with your life. If you have nothing better to do with your money
Mhm,
than dislike
mhm.
bomb
Yeah,
a wrestling video, I'll
yeah,
take your money. I'll take it off your hands. I'll put it
yeah.
to better use.
Do you remember last time this happened? It was Jey Uso. Jey Uso winning, and he gets dislike bombed, and they did nothing. They did nothing, folks. So keep to them, they add up the dislikes to the likes, and they call it engagement. Like, they don't give a shit what side of the docket it's on, right? Like, that many people interacted. So if people are paying for bots to run up their stats, they're not at home crying like, "Oh my god, we made a bad decision." No, they made a controversial decision that people are talking about. Whether we love it or hate it, it is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's putting it on the front page of the newspaper. So that, at the end of the day, is a win for them. And again, I don't think they've pivoted when there's a big groundswell and it affects the in crowd. But as long as that the crowd in the building losing their mind for Cody, that's what they're basing their booking on. And
Is
I
there
don't know
any
if that's wrong.
grounds? Is there any grounds to this being the adverse to the Cody Crybaby movement? Like you said, of
Kind
they'll
of.
shift when there's a groundswell. There
Yeah.
was a groundswell of, we don't want Dwayne, we want Cody.
Yeah.
Is there now the adverse effect of that?
Hmm. Yeah, maybe in a lot of ways. And I mean, one of the things I would love, I wish I had more time and I cared more, but I don't. But like, to look through some of these accounts that were like all on board of like, F the Rock, we don't want the Rock, screw Dwayne. We want Cody, who are now like, we don't want Cody, we don't want Cody. And I think that's where, a lot of this becomes a cautionary tale of, you got to be careful, because the fan base, that internet fan base in particular, just fickle as all, what. Like, it's tough, Nick.
But there is still, well, sometimes the voice gets a little too loud, because we even were just saying
Yeah,
if this wasn't the right move.
yeah,
So it's very much, there is that, you get your IWC that'll shift any type of way, but when you
yeah.
start to get that louder groundswell, like you talked
Hmm.
about,
Hmm.
that's when, all right, now maybe we have to pay attention to
Hmm.
this.
Yeah, like when it bleeds into, and we've seen it in the past where crowds will hijack a show or start being vocal. But I mean, that hasn't happened in a long time. Like, our Truth had some of that where people were cheering for Truth even though he wasn't there. And those are really the moments where they're like,
No,
oh,
well, if I can just real quick, because it made me think of with everything with R-Truth, with Karrion Kross and all of that, of if
no,
you're upset with this, you gotta stay with it. You can't fade out in 2
yeah,
weeks' time.
yeah. Like, where are the cross lovers right now? Like, nobody's even talking about. I can't believe. No, it just died. It went away. Like, you know, if people really think that like they have a voice, come together, use your voice, and see what happens. But you know, they belly ached, and I think that a lot of people within the WWE, if you're a veteran of being around the wrestling community, you
Mhm.
know that the rage. You know, if you can survive like the week and a half of outpouring of rage, you'll be fine. Like, I mean, again, relax. Let's see what they say in 3 weeks. All right, is it quiet? And then fuck them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But all that being said, we got a little bit of business to get to, folks, as we have a new predictions champion, Mr. Bash. Congratulations. Picked it up. Big W. I think swept the board. If my memory serves me correct, a lot of people got bonus points because I had some questions pertaining to you on the list. So
Oh, fair
they got
enough. Well,
right.
mea culpa. I was in moving, so now I'm coming to you live from the new studio out here. So
Right.
mea culpa.
Getting comfy in the new digs. But shout out to Bash. The title will be on the line for Revolution. I have everything ready to go for the Revolution predictions already. I've set it up already. I'm just hesitant because it's
We
Tony
just don't
Khan,
trust Tony.
right? So what I think I'm going to do, if you can hear my voice right now and you like doing the predictions championship, I'm going to put them in. I'm going to publish them and put the link out. However, I'm going to leave the option to edit your picks. So you can go back and edit your selections up until the deadline. So that's what I'm going to do because I have a feeling I'm going to be adding 3 or 4 more matches to this situation.
And then right before we go live, like 3 matches on 0 hour.
Yeah, the unannounced 0 hour matches, I can't do anything about. However, real quick, I did laugh. They made it official. We're doing a 21-man battle, casino version of a battle royal. That on the pre-show, like for all the talking Ricochet does, my guy. I mean, really, pre-show battle royal.
He
That's
was
what
a
we're gonna do.
pre-show hero.
Yeah,
That's what this man's out here. You elevate even to mid-card, my guy. How about that?
yeah. Like
Random
just
side question. Sorry. Did you have a favorite match at Vengeance Day?
Vengeance Day favorite match might have been was Tatum Izzy the best match of the night. It
I
was
think my
good.
choice is gonna surprise you.
Um, man, it was a good show. It wasn't the main event. I'm trying to think. What am I forgetting? It was one of the Parker Mariah May was really good. I liked Izzy's match, but what was the other match? There's one other match I'm missing in there.
Tony Dion, my favorite match.
Tony Dion was a really good match. I liked Izzy Tatum overall. But yeah, Dion. I told you Dion can go, and Tony looks good.
I just like the whole aspect to it. Well, there was still Lola Vice and Kalani, which wasn't
That
bad.
did well.
The overall card did really well. I
Yes.
really liked Tony and Dion because it just played a bit into the calamity and the chaos and
Yeah.
everything. And it was what you expected. By the way, Tony D'Angelo looks so much like Juice Robinson with his hair all frilled out
Yeah.
and everything like that.
2 questions because you
Yes.
weren't here. And chat, I promise we're gonna get to everyone out there. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Shout out to the new champ. Shout out to the top 3. We'll get to it all. Um, one parking lot
Mhm.
brawl has to end in the ring, and there was almost a count out.
Boo on that. I can see if you have to end in the ring, maybe that's trying to be halfway
Mhm.
clever or
Yeah.
anything because you're going to fight through the arena and all of that.
Mhm.
I'm not as beat up on that. The count out
Right.
thing is fucking dumb, seeing how they started outside the ring and it's
Yeah,
a
'cause
no
it's a parking lot
disqualification
brawl.
match. So, yeah. Are you surprised at how many stip matches you had? Street fight followed by parking lot brawl, followed by NXT Underground.
Underground. Yeah, it was very surprising. I mean, is it their way of saying it's Vengeance Day? It's a little more heightened. It's a little more aggressive. Sure. They did because they had to take the ring post down, up and down. There was a
Mhm.
huge lull. I think they should have done the parking lot brawl right after the NXT Underground because I think then you could have went outside with the cameras and played with the ring. There was a
Would make sense.
long stretch.
Would make sense from a production
Right.
stance. And was that both your questions, or did you have another one?
The other one was, I mean, I kind of tied it into both, but the parking lot stuff made me laugh. Ricky Saints, Joe Hendry, did that go as you expected? It was
I
pretty
mean,
good.
it
It
makes
wasn't
sense that
great.
Joe wins. Is it Joe? Is that a slight heel turn if he wins on a low blow?
No, I said this. I said this before. He's just that's a get back. That's the baby
I
face.
look back,
That's
fair
a
enough.
get back for sure. Right. So
I
that's
can
my
have
take
that.
on it. It's and then the whole kind of side story with Ethan. We'll see how that plays out. But
I think that's setting up a triple threat. That's setting up Saints and Ethan to go into a thing because Ethan plays the I'm in a trance just staring at, the belt.
well,
I've noticed the past couple of times when Ricky's talking his ear off, he kind of just looks like the 1,000-yard stare.
yeah.
He kind of throws the title belt, and
Why
Paul
is he
Heyman asks him, who did I really throw the belt to?
Well, and he looked like hey, Joe was all that was missing from that throw.
Right.
So it was a good card though. It was a good show overall. I thought it went really well. So with all that being said, folks, the reason why the show exists, the top 3 from last chat plus the chat, we will say hello. As Nick, take over for a second.
We're struggling. Yes, the top 3 from last night, from Saturday, actually. Jose, Cherokee, and Damien. Surprisingly, Spaz not in the top 3. But yes, folks, we do have the super chats, the super stickers. The more you blow up this chat, the more points you get. YouTube counts them up, so you can't even blame us if it's not counted right. But that's how you get your top 3 points out there.
Get in the chat. Let's go. Holy shit. Frog in my throat.
You're a rascal now, my guy.
Let's go. But National Meatball Day. This one made me laugh. I instantly thought of like Jersey Shore. But yeah, National Meatball Day. Not that type of meatball.
I take one steam, one stream off and everything like that. And now we got National Meatball Day. What you trying to say, Zach, about I come back and it's National Meatball Day?
Right. What are the odds?
Scusi, ha un momento per commentare.
Dad, is that you?
Dad? All right. We're rolling, folks. Mr. Stormy back at it again. Belmont, these ones are getting like deeper and deeper cuts every day. 59 on this day. Dion and Belmont's released Why Must I Be a Teenager in Love?
Title of a song that won't fly in 2026.
Yeah, and the theme song to Epstein Island.
Whoa, I thought it. You said it out loud.
I shouldn't have. But anyway.
He's Canadian. He's Canadian.
That's true. I don't know any better, folks. Eric Isaac, how you doing? Buddies, can't wait for tonight. And a happy birthday to little Bow Wow. Not so little anymore. Emmanuel Webster Lewis and Barbara. Like, the cuts are getting kind of deep, Nick. Am I crazy? The cuts are getting
No, Barbara
deep.
Millicent Roberts, aka the most famous doll from Girls Barbie.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm standing on business.
10 toes down on this. I love you, Eric, and love everybody.
No, we appreciate it.
I know we make obscure references, but these are obscure.
Right. Damien, let's go. What's up, Jose? Sean Reed back in the house. How you doing? Good luck, fellas. It's been so much fun wanting that chip. Let's go. Coming soon, buddy. Keep battling. Looking forward to Pana versus El Grande Americano. Joseph, Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe, Scott, Rizzo, Ken, welcome back. Christian Power, what's up? Before we begin, let's all wish WWE legend Conan a speedy recovery after being hospitalized in San Diego due to health problems. Yeah, so Nick, we haven't talked about this, but Conan K-Dog out there, the story is he may require amputation. He's not well. We know he's had some issues in the past, but our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Absolutely, and I hate to do this, but it's too good of a tie-in because we had, Lil Bow Wow mentioned. So Bow Wow Wow, yippee-oh, yippee-yay. Orale. But yeah, Conan always seems like has health scares and then bounces back.
Yeah.
And you hope that this plays suit with all of that. I mean, it reminds you a little bit of everything with Bagwell, because didn't Bagwell have to have an amputation as well? So
Marty Jannetty and his
especially
crazy foot.
the OG, triple OG when it comes to Lucha Libre. Like a lot of people that know AAA know it because of Conan.
Yeah.
So,
Conan.
Right. So here's hoping speedy recovery.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Scott Rizzo, let's go. Jose, what's up? What's up? Muraz, let's go. How are you doing? How you doing? Or Jessica, let's go. I'm not sure. But Sean, let's go. Nayer's back with us. Scott Rizzo, welcome back, by the way. I think I already said your name, but just making sure I acknowledge. Welcome back. Let's go. Andy, how you doing? How you doing tonight? Ronan's with us. Christian, got you. Official Wave, my guys. How you doing? 316. See any names out there, Nick? I got Boston.
Well, I can just go from the bottom to the top out here.
I'll meet you in the middle.
Well, I got Lenny out here. I'm not going to click anything so you don't lose your place. I'll just read off names. If Lenny's saying we're talking about meatballs and Barbies, as he said, this is the most interesting chat I've ever been a part of. This is what you get at the Wrestling for Life. You don't get those often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated chats out there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we won't go there. But I will say thank you. And yeah, we're going to keep rolling. AD and AZ, welcome back. But yeah, I kind of wanted to dig into something there, but I'm not going to at the moment. Bernard, welcome back. Byron, welcome. It's good to see you as well. I fully see it being some lame street fight between Drew and Jacob at Mania, and then a boring build face Cody versus face Randy.
They cannot survive a boring build to Cody Randy. Someone has to turn heel. I assume Randy. It has to start off cordial, and then you get to where I have to beat you, right? This is what it's going to come down to. If I know it, I have to beat you. I have to cement my legacy of you were my mentor. I have to beat my mentor now. And then Randy is chasing history of I need to beat you. I need to be 15. I don't have that much time left on the clock. You got such and such time. Look at you. You've been champ 3 times all in 2 years. My clock's running out. Yours is just getting started.
Right. Well, here's the thing. What if Cody beats Randy at Mania? How's the vibe?
Duck and cover. I think Cody will get booed. There will be at least some boos going into WrestleMania 42, a la Cody facing Cena at 41.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That'll be very interesting to see the vibe at the end of that night. Jordan, welcome back. Good to see you. OG Dale's in the house. Ronan, always a pleasure. 316, let's go. Chair, always a pleasure. Bots dislike things is what I said. By
you say what Trips is saying to cover.
What?
Well, this is what is said by Trips to cover, but he said types to cover.
Okay, wasn't sure. The fan backlash is perfect opportunity for Cody to turn heel. This does open that door, no? Do you not just lean in hard?
I don't think so.
You boo me.
Well, I'm more seeing how it plays out of how Randy's the babyface going in, Cody's the heel in all of this. If we don't want
Randy.
Yeah, but I think Randy is an easier switch. Randy can still be that heel, but still be a Roman-y heel. Depending on how you view this Punk-Roman feud, Punk's kind of the heel. I'm going to bury you next to your father. Randy can walk that line of more towards the shade of gray.
Yeah.
Cody, it's black or white.
But with so much hate, so much heat, so much up.
Online. This is what bringing up your point and everything. That live audience, that's what matters to WWE more than anything.
All right. Jenny back with us. How you doing? Or Lenny, my bad. It's going to be one of them nights, folks. Clay Lewis, welcome back. Good to see you. My burners back in the house. People, bots dislike all the time. That's nuts. I didn't even know you could do that or why do that. And I'm not paying money to fuck up anyone else's fucking thumb down. Are you kidding? I got bills to pay, motherfucker. What are we talking about?
Again, if you have nothing better to do with your money than to do that, I'll take it off your hands and I'll put it to better use. Matter of fact, go give that to a charity. Go give that to Jim Bob, the son of God, that's preaching at the street corner and everything.
Right. It's fucking crazy. I'm gonna star a couple of these bigger ones, and we'll roll back to them. I see some
You're good.
really good comments about all this Cody stuff. People had a lot to say, but Bradley's back in the house. Good to see you, sir. Byron, I think we got you. Lenny the Cool, Saffit's with us. Cherokee George, Zach, got you again. Welcome back, sir. Sonny's with us. Foxy's back with us over on Twitch. Don't forget, we're Twitchers. Go check us out on Twitch.
Yeah, if you are paying for bot dislikes, go give your money to your Twitchers, your local Twitchers out there. They'll do better with that money, or at least something more entertaining.
Man, the world's a funny place.
Right.
But Ava.
Too much rowdy and too much bowdy. Who was too bowdy and too rowdy?
That's it. War away. It's all that popping.
Right. Locking and dropping. But Wesley, I see you. Capone, what's up, peeps? Nair. Do I make you Randy? Randy.
Hey?
Wesley, think before you speak, guys.
I actually did for once. That was crazy.
I rarely ever do. I rarely ever do.
Not often.
Guardian, hey peeps, lurking while driving. Well, if you get into a motor vehicle accident, we're not responsible, folks.
Stay safe, folks. Drive responsibly. Pod responsibly.
Facts. 80 and AZ, what up? Bradley, I see you laughing at both of us. Soffit, what up? Spaz with a $2. Am I the only one seeing the Oba Ray talk? Like, why?
Like Oba wrestle Ray at Mania? Is that the talk?
If that's the case, no. I don't want that. No. Stop that talk right now.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Not necessary, not warranted, not fitting, that's a colder hand than Randy Cody.
Right. What's up, Guardian? What's up, Wesley? We are about to start. I got the warning, the live event is starting any minute. Yes. I'm looking forward to this match. I've been waiting for Cody Randy. We'll talk as we get past the intro here, Bernard, and we'll circle back to this one. A lot of people have said to me, this is a dream match. Why are you so pissed off?
But I mean, yeah, let's get through the intro and we'll pin in that.
Okay.
I got the Netflix logo. I was about to go on something, so yeah, I got it then.
I think I did too.
There we go.
Now.
You got ahead of me.
There we go.
Waiting for the
forever.
Like a dap, and we're perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, we're singing up. You can single up as long as us. You can sing up with us as well at home, folks, as I have together right now on my screen. As I believe we're going to be getting we're getting Allegiant Stadium right now, Las Vegas, Nevada.
40 days away. How you feeling about it, folks? Let us know. But if you're here with us right now, get in that chat, click the reaction buttons, say anything. Don't be quiet, don't be shy. If you want to just put an emoji or a letter, a number, put something in the chat. Let us know you're here.
Right. Well, to you and to the chat, does it feel like WrestleMania season or the start of it? Like we're opening the door, come and knock on my door. We've been waiting for you.
Truthfully, I've felt okay with like the last few weeks and the build up. I know a lot of people are focusing on like the stuff like Cody and how it's divisive, but I've liked the shows overall. We've been giving them good ratings. I think SmackDown's been the best weekly show of 2026 so far. But at the end of the day, I haven't I'm kind of excited for Mania. I want to see what else they put together. I feel like the fan base is out there. There's been a lot of guessing, a lot of question marks. So yeah, I mean, I haven't hated this build. I don't like some of the booking decisions, but I think the shows have been good.
The shows have been kind of must see even though we're not going to get Roman tonight. Everybody's already waiting with bated breath for what Roman has to say back to CM Punk after his back and forth. Christ, what is CM Punk even going to say tonight? We've got the replay now of tying everything with Seth and the vision of he took out Paul Heyman, threw him in the back of the ambulance, all of that.
Right.
Now, where do we go there?
Yeah, we got to run it. We're starting that right away. And I mean, will Paul be out for a while? Is he taking a vacay? When's the next time does Paul return? Or is it one of the cases of Paul with a neck brace again or wheelchair? Is he all damaged after all this? And what's next for everybody now? What does this all mean?
Well, is it Seth Logan? Is it Seth Austin? Is it Seth Braun? Like, it's going to be Seth versus somebody, I assume, at this point. But who out of the division could it be?
It has to be Logan, I think, at this point.
Do you still just play ambiguous with it enough to hope that maybe Braun can sneak back in at the final minute?
That's
or do you
the
have
question,
to
right?
pull the trigger and pick a name, pick a lane, pick a narrative?
Yeah, that's the concern. I mean, we think 4 to 6 weeks for Braun, but again, it could be it's a bit of a fickle injury that can be you can fuck it up real quick. So
Yeah.
they're going to be cautious, but we're kind of in that wheelhouse of 6-7 weeks since he hurt himself. If he could slide in and last minute pull that out, or do you just let him show up at Mania and be the reason why the Vision get a win over Seth at Mania, right? Like that becomes the question.
Yeah, that's the very much of you have to. I'm not a doctor, but you have to. If you're WWE, that's what you have to be weighing in your mind of, are we going to let this try and float and hope it stays good till then, and we can whip it around last minute, or do we have to start going with a way and we can escape hatch our way out?
Pierce is starting us off, by the way, in Seattle.
Home of your Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks.
And the Kraken.
There you go.
Cracking that ass.
I was waiting for the joke. But I'm dumb. Somebody that's made himself well known over the last month or so.
Oh, and remind me, we got to talk about Pat.
Oh, fair enough. Michael, what up? Well, WWE just hired me at this point. I can do Road Dogg's job and I can do Pat's job.
Right?
I'm the best. I'm the mid of both worlds. Bernard, we might get a video pipe bomb tonight. WWE has been teasing it since last Raw.
Kinda. But Larry's catching strays tonight. Oh, wait a minute.
Last man.
So
Seth, I know you're here.
He's calling out Seth. Jesus Christ.
This is just going to be another member of the Foot Clan, like you've always said. Of this is very much, yeah. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little. Super Shredder, Super Seth Rollins out there. We've got
I'm kind of in though. I'm okay.
The Putty Patrol.
It is the Putty Patrol. I love it. But it's like an art. Then they're chanting holy shit.
Listen, the crowd, holy shit. I am a visionary. Yeah. This is my revolution. I had a vision.
Right.
They took my vision from me, so I made a new vision.
Look, Pierce don't know what to do with himself. And we got a small little.
They have to be almost. Are they almost leaning into the fucking shit with it? Because they're literally just playing a fucking scramble game right now. They're doing the shell game. Which one is the real me?
It's fucking
3-card Monty out here.
Right? It's 3-card Monty. There he is. Big Pop. There's a whole lot of trickery for nothing, though.
Well, is it part of Seth's gimmick? Yeah. Or is it now just they're leaning into the memes?
Yeah, what is like the League of Shadows, my guy. Like, what are we doing?
Rajal Seth, Rajal Rollins.
But it's over as shit.
And the crowd made Seth, who was a despicable, deplorable, unquestionable heel, right, now a top babyface.
Instantly, like super quick. And what I like about it is, I feel like they were like, "Oh, you think we use too many masked men? Watch this."
That's what I'm saying. Are they leaning into the memes? We're going to give you all the masked men.
Oh yeah, too many, you say? Oh,
it's unacceptable. Pash, I just want to see Danhausen. We can talk about Danhausen.
I just want Danhausen doing good. We'll get to Danhausen. He's endearing himself quite well.
He's paired with the Miz.
It's Mizhausen.
Mizhausen. Ken, what up? Ahoy hoy.
So Pierce is essentially saying These drive-by footings cannot happen anymore.
I'm sorry, dearie. It was a run-by footing.
Right? It was a run-by footing.
Spaz, I see you with a super chat. I wanted to hear more of Pierce, though, first.
We will get back to the chat. I see the $10 jumping from Spaz that Nick just mentioned. Snowplow, welcome. The Putty Patrollers, for sure. Lady B, the Foot Clan. Holy Retribution Batman. The Messiah is back.
Yeah, that's... With so that whole I am a revolutionary, does that kind of feel like that vibe of,
yeah. Like it kind of feels a little bit like Vendetta, right? Like where he's just the mem. Oh, see, hey, yo, that's who it is. There's the answer to your question, Nick.
But is this, again, we've all float along, we've all float down here, we move this along and kick the can down the road? Or is this going to start to solidify something?
I think it will continue to grow this story, and then you can figure out exactly what to lock in the last little bit. However, I said this last week. I'm kind of still feeling it that, you know, you don't want to see anyone get injured, but this has been a really good opportunity for both Theory and Logan. They're not here. No Paul here tonight. They got to carry this side of the promo.
Yes, but if I look at Logan Paul, he looks like he just got out of the shower and threw on his Affliction shirt and his cubic zirconium fucking gold chain. And Austin Theory looks like he's cosplaying Craven the Hunter out here. This is a little... I do worry if this starts to get a stench or a sting of Ryback Stone. Yeah, I got an army of 57 indie jobbers out here right now with me, all en masse.
Back to the lead of the League of Shadows.
You need a Benny Hill music.
That just rolled out, by the way. It's good.
It's clever. I'll give him credit. It's clever as shit.
Somebody needs to do that with that music.
Yeah, that's what I was. It's a three-card money. It's a cone game.
Hey, LA Knight. I like the flow of these shows right now, Nick. This is like 3-4 shows in a row.
Well, we've said this. This is something that don't do it just for WrestleMania. Don't do it just for a special pay-per-view. This is what pro wrestling was, should be, and should forever be. Everything has connective tissue to each other.
As Logan getting right into it.
I could see Logan LA Knight being an actual thing. If you can salvage, if you can still get Braun versus Seth, you do LA Logan. Or you do Theory Logan.
Yeah.
Or Theory LA, sorry. But I like that everything has a interweaves. Everything connects.
The tag team champs are here.
Hey, Jay's back, though.
Yes, Jay is back. The Vision's in trouble. Do they have reinforcements? Because right now, Austin and like you said, they're a shell of
outmanned and outgunned.
Yeah, they're fucked. They need friends. They need a Hobbs.
They need a Cross.
They need a Cross. Cross might be the answer. Like as far as getting like, imagine you want to make a move that actually, and I know people are going to throw MLW at me, but whatever. You really want to jazz your fan base up? Make that move. Out of nowhere, make that move.
Oh, yeah. But, so they're, So are we going to get a 6-man tag match tonight with a mystery partner?
Ooh, I like it.
Well, that's normally how, again, it's following the laws of wrestling. This is a new law that's been developed through 2025 and 2026. Is if you start a show off with at least 6 or more people, you get a multi-person tag match.
We're running it back, folks. Let's go. Yeah, I think we're going to get a 6-man tag. And
now, does the whole theory of Jimmy attack Jay just go away?
I don't think it was ever really considered. I know some people threw it up there. But truthfully, I kind of dismissed that one real quick.
Valid. It was a dismissive question, so I expected a dismissive response.
You get what you give.
You can't always get what you want.
Hockey, good gracious, well, then what are you doing, Hockey? What do you want from us?
What is bad? No. Explain what is bad. What is the issue here? What is the problem? What is the issue here? I'm going to be the chef that brought you this dish. What is the problem out here? Please tell me. Don't just say it's bad. Tell me what is bad about it.
I think the show started good.
I think the show started off really well. I think this has been a solid start. I mean, if you want to, that had all the masked men out, low,
Do we not like the masked men?
Most internet fans don't like the masked men because they've overdone it, they've overplayed it. But I do like if you're going to do it, just acknowledge it. And we have 57 masked men out there.
Yeah, I mean, again, what are you going to say now? We just did it. We are in a commercial break. LA and the Usos are heading back, but they got a phone. They're taking a picture. But yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I don't mind the mask situation, and as much as people complain about it, now you can't. They took that ammo away of, all right, here's all of the masked men. I like what Seth's doing. I like Seth's vibe. And again, not necessarily getting into scraps, but like fading off into the background and playing fucking mind games with people. It feels different.
Lean into it.
It feels kind of fresh. Now, I think the internet fans are going to be too cool for that kind of thing. This is lame, bro. This is fucking lame. But we've had other people with groups
even then, it's still just on the whole aspect of, so that storyline cuts into the Vision coming out. So then that cuts into LA Knight coming out because he's got issues with the Vision. And then it cuts to the Usos coming out of, I love the aspect. And this is what's missing from wrestling and what worked with the Attitude Era from top to bottom of the card. Everybody had a story. Everything felt like it had some connective tissue across the board.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that we're seeing again of everything feels intertwined and interwoven.
Yeah, it feels like an actual organically moving company that too often, like we talk about it, where sometimes security shows up, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you can't do this, sometimes you can't do that. So when you kind of develop like this moving parts and everyone's kind of, what would really happen in real life? Well, I'd be getting ready for my match and you would get in my way and we would cross paths. And so I like that, right? So I think it was off to a good start. You want to read this before I make my point? Because up next, we are getting the gauntlet match.
Fair enough, but Spaz with a $10 super chat. It's a funny mania for me. I'm on a high, like of say, I'm getting a lot of matches I want, but I know because that I'm not getting sticky in the analysis paralysis of how we got there. Yeah.
True, to an extent, yeah. And sometimes you have to do that. So we are getting a flashback to last Monday where Rusev and Oba had a showdown. We're doing the women's gauntlet match tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I complained about gauntlet matches, and if anyone's watched enough of our shows, I'm not a fan of the gauntlet match. The style, the format of it never works. It always ends up feeling long. The only gauntlet match that I really remember being like, this was cool, was Kofi, because you made him run the gauntlet. But they do it on Friday for the tag. Now they're doing it Monday for it feels lazy.
I don't mind it in the aspect because everything else we've done has been a tournament or a battle royal. So gauntlet's the only option left to have a multi-person match. So it's one of those, well, if we do a tournament, it's lazy. If we do a battle royal, it's lazy. I see there's no pleasing you. I'm almost more okay with the gauntlet. Right. And I do get though what you're saying. Like the gauntlet works because you have to tell a story within the match.
It just always feels long.
But that also depends on if you have people that feel like they don't belong in this.
Yeah.
As we got the Usos backstage, the only person I would respectfully say maybe is more there to eat a pinfall than anything, and maybe she ends up showing up and showing out, is Ivy Nile.
Right. Yeah, it'd be interesting. But
she's the only not a former champ.
Okay. A little bit of a weird interaction at the end there, but Jackie Redmond, by the way, goes viral last week and continues. Like, people had been sleeping on this lady, this Canadian gem. Did y'all not know Jackie's game up until now? What happened?
We were not familiar with her Maple Leafs, my guy.
Grizzly, welcome. Hashtag dismissed. Meow, what's up, Maddie? Right meow.
Am I licking saucer am I licking milk out of a saucer bowl out here right now? Am I jumping around all wimbly nimbly from limb to limb out here?
License registration, meow.
Meow.
Did you say meow? No, meow.
I had to explain that scene the other day to the missus.
How do you even do that? Shit.
Well, no, I just said because I was referencing it, and since I was like, "You've never seen Super Troopers, have you?"
Yeah.
Like, no. I was like, "Well, picture you have two state troopers that are pulling over a very inebriated car, and just they're gonna fuck with them. Just we're gonna have our own little mini game in it,
right?" Meow.
But Lyra starting off this match.
We're gonna start doing shit like that on streams.
My guy, you mean we haven't already? What?
What?
You mean we haven't already?
Well, yeah, bad enough. Nick, say yeah. No.
We've literally had exactly. We've literally been point shaving in the prediction titles and everything.
As EO coming out to start this one off against Bird Lady Lyra.
Right. John C. the Foot Clan, yes, out there. But these are two women you almost expect. Now, what would be interesting, I don't know, it's a bit rumble-ish, but if you did it to where these two women start the match off and it goes for X amount of time, and then the next woman enters, and it's still pinfall elimination, but eventually the ring can fill up and you get, 5-6 people in there, and it's still all pinfall elimination because these two women feel like they're going to go for a minute.
They are. And then what will happen is like Ivy or one of them will lose in like a 3-second roll up. And that's how we'll try and balance this out. So it's a tough one. We'll see. I mean, I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm not a fan of gauntlet matches. Never have been. Sorry, I just wanted to say hello to Daryl real quick. Right. And then I had a question for you, but answer our buddy here.
Well, B Hockey answered our question, so I got to acknowledge he answered our question. Yeah. There is no stakes to the story. They just keep inserting less important players. I think that's just injury has been the issue. I don't think that's a company thing. Of if this was Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins right now going at this, I understand it would have a much different tone and probably have a much different feel a little bit.
Yeah, but regardless, I mean, I think some fans mix up like I don't like something opposed to like using. I think there was another comment talking about Jobber or we're really telling a story here. Like Seth got hurt but got pushed out of his own group. Now he's back and he comes back with more of an indirect approach, more kind of like that Sting vibe, but he's not coming from the roof.
Vengeance. I came back for vengeance. Yeah, I'm Batman.
Right. He's got the Batman vibe to it. So, I mean, again, you might not like it, but it's key players that sell out, the best in the business doing it. So it's a tough show, buddy. I think you're overreaching.
Fair enough. Your question.
Somebody brought it up and we clicked away, but whoever said it, thank you. LA Knight joins the Vision.
We've talked about it. We've pitched it. It would be, at this point now, it would be really an interesting move because it's one of those, I'm so sick of being on the losing side, of always being the yes and guy, of being the what if guy, of the almost shoulda, woulda, coulda. But yeah. I feel like there was a moment or two beforehand that I can't right now put my finger on exactly when, but it felt like that would have made a little bit more sense.
It would have been, a little more kind of bit better, but now almost out of necessity are you doing it?
That's what it seems like now is necessity.
Yeah, for sure. I think ultimately the neat thing would be like, is Jey Uso the one that kind of breaks? Is Jey Uso the straw that breaks the camel's back in the sense of, they should have been saying yeah, but they were saying yeet. What the I should be running it back. Like, is that where it comes from?
But is that just LA Knight a heel, or is that LA Knight joins the Vision?
Well, he can definitely combine that with how that collective kind of feels that way. So I think maybe that's how you backslided in. He needs something, Nick. He either needs to win some shit or change some shit. I mean, we talk about wrestlers that have a shelf life, or Cody fatigue. LA fatigue is a thing. We've been hoping for LA for a while.
No, LA's my guy. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. You're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. We're used to seeing franchises that shoulda, woulda, couldas. And if there's a wrestler that shoulda, woulda, couldas,
right? As EO,
that's the thing. I think with LA Knight. LA Knight even getting mad at Jey Uso of they should have been saying yeah, and instead they were saying yeet. That's just a heel to face turn. That is not a I need to join the Vision turn. I feel like there's a differentiation to me.
Fair enough. I mean, just in the sense of, all right, well, I'm going to align myself with these guys because these guys.
But those are the guys that have been kicking your ass. Well, like, that's the thing is, now because the Patriots beat us for know, I'm now a Denver Broncos fan because the Broncos beat the Bills.
No, you just turn into Diggs and ask to leave.
No, you get told to leave. He got told to leave.
My bad. No, we didn't. He didn't quit. We fired him. Get out.
Yeah, how do you get fired on your day off?
LA Knight with Money in the Bank this year. We said that last year.
And we'll say it next year and every year, and that's what I'm worried about.
I mean, fair. I'll be right back, Nick.
No, you're good. As KJ's taking a pause for the causes. LA Knight is the most, speaking of LA and Knights and everything, LA Knight is the most Justin Herbert of a fucking wrestler I've ever seen. You always believe and has the stats and everything to sell you that he's phenomenal. And is. But the second you actually have to back down the hatches a little bit, something goes wrong. And they don't know how to recover. That's what it feels. I love LA Knight. I wanted at one point LA Knight to be the one winning the chamber and everything. So I love me some LA Knight. Right now, I think optimal place on the WrestleMania card for me for Logan Paul, for LA Knight, is facing Logan Paul. Freudian slip there. But, I mean, he's not jumping into Randy Cody. He's not jumping into Punk Roman. So those are those two gone. Is it going to be LA Knight versus Penta? Don't think so. So right now, LA Knight, Logan Paul is probably where they fall for WrestleMania. Nick, KJ, I'm sorry, but Eli Drake over LA Knight. Honestly, Eli Drake, might have had a better run so far than LA. LA was so hot, and is still. There's been moments where you almost feel like it should be his WrestleMania, and then they don't do it. As we do still have Lyra and EO going at it right now, as I believe we're in commercial break. Yes, we are still watching Raw. But JVSU, the only one that can turn LA Knight is Paul Heyman. Well, Paul Heyman's pretty much on the shelf out here. For the foreseeable future, LA Slight is always inches away from a real push. But is it through his fault? Is it through creative's fault? Is it through just the universe? What constantly gets this man so tripped up? You've never seen an athlete, I feel, so much constantly have the ball at the goal line and never be able to get it across. I don't know at this point if it's because of him, because of the creative, because of the situation he's in, of just it's bad luck, of he's always in the wrong place at the wrong time, or what it is. Chad, if you have an idea, if you have a speculation, let me know. But I love me some LA Knight, but it's forever living the Seattle Seahawks fitting. We're in Seattle as we're back in action of them passing the ball on the goal line against the Patriots in the Super Bowl instead of running the ball with Marshawn Lynch. Of it's always what if. No Brock versus LA. I had heard that's been the rumor. But with the open challenge, you'd have to, the only way I can see how you can get there because he's tied to Paul, because it's tied to the vision of is that what Paul cashes in as the favor because LA was driving the ambulance? I more want to see Oba versus Brock. I want to see big kaiju, big battle out there. I want to see big beefy boys out there slapping me. That's what I think a lot of the fan base actually wants right now. Because does LA beat Brock? Does LA beat Brock? If he does, good. Then I'm fine with that. If Brock wins, why are we doing that? LA is going to be there next week. You know who isn't? Brock. So why are we doing that? Same thing with Oba versus Brock. I think Oba beats Brock. We start getting back onto this tour respectfully to where Brock kind of gives back. Brock takes a good bit of L's on his, I don't want to say a good bit. 2 L's in a year is probably the most Brock has ever lost in his career in 1 year. But that's where I kind of want to go with that, where I think they should go with that. As you, Christ almighty, now I'm going all over the place. Lyra with a 2 count. Open challenge, more like coping challenge. Am I right? Ha ha ha. Jose, what up, my guy? Miss you, buddy. Has anyone seen MDB? Have we just missed MDB here tonight? But Cam, what up? Where's your sidekick? Oh, speaking of, I guess MDB is your sidekick, Jose. Oh, rolls through. Stomp to the midsection from EO. Who, honestly, chat, who do you have winning this match that is going to potentially, allegedly, take on AJ Lee? Is she going to take on, are they going to take on AJ Lee at WrestleMania? Are they going to have the match beforehand? Moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Lyra, thanks for coming. EO moves on. Out of those two, that's the result I would have expected. Although I'm surprised that's where they started. As out comes Raquel Rodriguez, Spanish Rachel. Hasn't changed her attire from Elimination Chamber. At this point, she's honestly somebody who I could see win this. I don't know how you pick a winner here. It could be EO, it could be Raquel, it could be Bailey. If we're being honest, it's kind of going down the list of who's going to actually take on AJ Lee, because I don't think babyface or heel matters fully taking on AJ Lee, because it's just young. It's young challenger versus old veteran at this point. Babyface and heel slightly fall to the side as we're already fighting on the outside. The major issue with LA Knight is that he's 43 years old. So is Batista. I don't want to hear that. He's up there. Is it worth giving him one title run? Again, Dave Batista. I walk for miles inside this pit of danger. Yeah, I don't buy that. I get your argument, JV, because I know plenty of people have brought it up. But to me, I just cite Dave Batista, and I think, Christ, Dave Batista, DDP, of how many guys that were older than they should have been, even getting into pro wrestling, getting into the top level of pro wrestling, and ended up becoming stars out of it. So it's an argument. It is an argument to be had, but to me, it's a weak argument, especially in WWE. Because, I mean, for fuck's sake, Raquel Rodriguez with a bit of a spounce. It was half spear, half pounce, but a spounce there. But absolutely. Thank you for reading that comment. And I didn't know I was in character. Is the character in the room with us right now? Would someone like to tell me what the character is? We are in commercial break right now, folks. It's Spaz with a $10 super chat. What I love about Jade Ripley is they aren't pretending out of nowhere that they have some big personal beef. It's a champ and a challenger, and hey, who's the bigger powerhouse? Sense of competition. Fair enough. If you only pay attention to what they present before you on screen. If you open social media, I would say the reverse, the opposite of that's kind of happened. It is very much acting like they have a personal beef and personal belief that they don't like each other. But I will give you credit if that's what they're doing on screen, and that's probably they're going to let you know what they want to show. Raquel needs to win. I mean, real quick, I thought she was going to be the one that ended up winning the Elimination Chamber, even though just had Rhea winning all of Rhea and Io dropped the tag titles and everything, and that instantly kind of made Rhea the favorite to everybody. But I think Raquel's very much picked up a ton of momentum, as very much, found that stride as Big Mommy Cool. Forget this house and garbage. She is a freaking joke. That's hi. Welcome to the show. I think that's kind of the point out here. A wee bit. Io Sky will go the distance in the gauntlet match. We'll see. I mean, could be. LA Knight is not Batista. Stop with this BS, Nick. I said we're talking about the same age, and why is he not Batista? A guy that's super talented, guy that, has the personality, can talk, can go in the ring, all of that. What does he have that Dave Batista doesn't? Respectfully. Let's not act like Dave never botched. Be honest with us. I know we're going to try and hold everybody to, these certain standards, or try and, walk through everything with rose-tinted glasses, but you're telling me Dave never botched a match? Christian, what up? Mega, what up? Painful. What is painful? Spounce Phoenix. Spounce for the ounce. Cherokee, Go Chiefs, and Walker, and Kel. No fucking way. The Kansas City Chiefs just got Kenneth Walker III. Fact checkers, please check that for me. I'm live trying to play with my lights and everything to make sure I don't look like funky like a monkey out here with the background and everything, because new studio. Did the Chiefs actually get Kenneth Walker? What in voodoo magic did they pull if they pulled that off? We've already got the goddamn Ravens getting Max Crosby. It is going to be murderer's row out here in the AFC if that's the case. But especially in the top, Buffalo out there getting DJ Moore, and now it's like we didn't get enough. But firing up. Michael Cole called that the bullet train attack, but it's just knees in the corner. Knees in the trap. Nick is such a character. There you go. Oh, Liv causing a distraction as Io draped on the ropes. JV. Oh, here comes Stephanie. Instantly going at her. So we're going to have Stephanie and Liv fight off and fight up the walkway here. Okay, Nick, I'll counter-argue during Batista's run when we always had that 1A, 1B situation. Now more than ever, you have so many top guys that are young that you can take that place. I never disputed that. Io with a roll-through after. Now this is how you sell Raquel getting pissed at Liv. Will you cause a distraction? I was out there to help. Yeah, but you brought Stephanie out there, and that got me all distracted. Oh, jump before the boot hit her. No one's saying that there isn't young talent there, but there's nothing saying that they can't, that they need the title now, that they need to be there now. That's what I would say. I mean, Javon Evans is not a world champion right now. Trick Williams, not a world champion. Close. Getting there. Mid-card, maybe. Not a world champion right now. So you got plenty of time. Batista was co-facing the company with John Cena. Knight could dream of being that in that position. Was he really co-face with that? Because you still had Randy, you still had Hunter at that time. That's all just the rip. You saw HBK, I think, at that time floating around. I think that you still had a star-studded roster out there. He was just kind of pegged as the figurehead for a brand.
Speaking of star-studded,
figurehead of a brand. Pause.
Yo, Ivy Nile just pinned Io Sky.
What and does this after because Raquel took her out?
And here comes Bailey.
He's gonna win. Who's left? Bailey and Asuka.
Bailey and Asuka. Now
Pamela.
Raquel. Listen, Stephanie and Liv brawl out. Raquel gets rolled up. I mean, here we go. I can't believe Io. How do you do that to Io? Oh, here comes Ivy. Ivy's got a new look, seemingly new attitude. Is finally getting some love.
She's gonna be the one heel. Well, she's gonna be the heel in this match. Asuka's gonna be the heel. It's gonna be in. Ivy's not a slouch. Ivy's not a slouch.
No,
but
you got to give her an opportunity.
That they very much tied this all into what I seemingly think is going to be Raquel having an issue with Liv because you came out to help and then you fucked around and distracted me, and I got a loss. Now she got her lick back and she leaves still without dropping too much because she screwed over Io.
Yeah,
because Io not winning this. I don't think Io's too hurt by it.
Well, not the way it plays out, right? Like Io didn't just lose straight up. And again, the people that are gonna be mad, you've had Ivy Nile, all the people that give Ivy a chance. Here we go. You got to do it at some time,
right?
I love Io, so I'm heartbroken, but right? Yeah, I agree.
Everybody out here with you. While these gauntlet matches, even B-Hockey, booking a gauntlet match for an undercard #1 contender is the latest booking move in the arsenal. You mean like a tournament? Or a G1 or anything like that, or a battle royal. Fucking Christ almighty.
Yeah, but it's been a lot. Like, I mean, Friday and Monday to do a gauntlet's kind of.
Oh my God! So we did it in 2 times in 7 days. How many tournaments have we had in a year?
Dude, you are so glitchy. I have no idea what you're saying. You're frozen up. I can't catch you at all right now. So maybe.
I don't think I am at all, but. I don't see it on my end, but I'll be back, sir.
No, 100% on both ends, front and back. All right, Nick, taking a pause for the cause. He's got a little bit of glitch there, but I know he was saying it's not a big deal to do back-to-back gauntlet matches, which I find funny. I just feel it's a little simple, right? Like run it back right away. It's not my favorite choice. Booking gauntlet match for an undercard #1 contender is the laziest booking move in the arsenal. That's why we're doing this. I think I say the same thing. I feel like it's a lazier choice. It's a good way to get a handful of women, but it's like, listen, watch the in-house crowd will be up and down, very quiet at times. Like we'll see, but again, it is what it is. We just saw one of these. Io Sky eliminated, heartbreaking, but Ivy getting some love. I mean,
yums.
I feel like I missed 5 of those. I'm a fan of Ivy. She needs an opportunity. Yeah, facts, right? No, not yeah. Where's Natty? Good question. Weren't we selling us on Natty's back? Natty's cool. Natty's hip. You know, the legend. There you go, Dale. Sorry, I was a little behind.
Yums.
Which I mean, if you're gonna be anywhere, behind's not terrible. I hate tournaments, so do more gauntlet matches. I just find gauntlet matches don't work. I don't find them overly exciting. That's my only issue. Like, we've done a lot of tournaments. You're not wrong. There's always the old traditional way of, 2 people find a reason to be kind of annoyed with each other, and that leads to some type of angle. But I digress. Here we are, and so far, I mean, it's been interesting. Didn't expect Ivy to pin Io. Io obviously gets taken out by Raquel. We'll see if that lingers into something. And now Ivy's been all over Bailey. And Asuka's up next, so my guess is Bailey's winning this round. Natty got no response, so she is back in catering. Oof, might be true. Batista Hausen, I like it. Which brand down? He's kind of floating on both. Most people seem to be kind of bouncing around. Danhausen greater. All right. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Yeah, if I'm a betting man, that seems how it's going to play out here. Do you like the idea of heel Tommaso Ciampa versus babyface Mark Briscoe? Sure, I guess. I mean, the booking of this whole situation's been quite messy. So, yeah, I think you bring you, you need to have a clear vision when you bring somebody in and really kind of dial what you're going to do. I have the title, I give the title back, I have the title, like it doesn't work. 2 count. Ivy's been good. Boom. All right, who else we got? Winner of the gauntlet match will get a title shot next week on Raw. Boom. KJ, again, how do you like the idea of Armando Alejandro Estrada to be inducted in? Why not? Everyone else is. If Sharmel's in, anybody can be in. Danhausen doing that more bounce to the ounce, right? Just back and forth. Some Bailey chance breakout. Still a little subdued. Bailey squishing Ivy in the corner. The opportunity for this Miz and Danhausen thing to take off is huge. There is no way. There's so many ways they can play this. Miz uses Danhausen's curses to benefit. I think I'm in, man. I'm with you. And I know people foo-foo the Miz all the time, but the Miz is a pro. The Miz knows how to be the heel. And if you want somebody to get cheered, you put him opposite of the Miz. And so many people have done it, and Miz doesn't get enough credit. As Bailey goes for the rosebud, gets kicked in her face for the effort. But I think this could work. I think it's got something. Instantly on Friday when, Danhausen stuck his hands out, you instantly heard the crowd go with him, wait for that moment, cursed, and everyone popped. So he has potential. Up. Ivy holding.
Oh my God.
I think that's a new record. That was forever. Letting all the blood flow to Bailey's head before dropping her down. And Ivy Nile having a night tonight. Let's go, Ivy. His gimmick is inspired by Conan O'Brien, so maybe that's why he's so over with me. See, I'm not a big Conan guy. That's a tough shout. Wrestlehausen, let's go. We got to make that happen. We are also very nice, very evil here at the channel. We need some Danhausen up in the house. Tony Storm and Marina Shafir. There's a stipulation everyone is banned from ringside at Revolution. I did see this. I don't mind it. It's like a good mid-card match on one of, it should be a good match. And with everyone banned from ringside, well, let's see. I mean, I think at this point, give Shafir the win. Have Tony put Shafir over as a viable threat for a belt. And Shafir's done a lot of dog work, to be honest. She's been, pulling weight with the Death Riders for how long? She's one of the most relevant people in the Death Riders. And maybe the most believable one they have. As Ivy hits the stairs, Bailey slides her back in the ring. Tony, 100%. Yeah, you're not wrong. Absolutely. Spaz, I'm not clicking on it, but I get it. I'll take Ivy for the win. She put in enough work. She really has. And again, you can see how far she's come. Big elbow by Bailey. I thought Danhausen was Svengoolie. Decided to be a wrestler. That's jokes. What's up, Just Joe? Bailey to belly. Belly to belly. Bailey to belly. Anyway, Ivy's done. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Cameraman gets a W. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Don't like it. What do you think? I think that's cool. I mean, for those who don't know, they got their own little thing going now, and it's a long time coming. You have the money to do it. I think it's cool for the fans. I haven't really checked it out yet and seen how it's going to function. As you know, many. Oh shit! Bailey just decimated Asuka. Excuse me, but yeah, it's super cool. I love good news like this. It's good for business. Asuka uses Kyrie as a shield, and down goes Pam. The way he was creeping in the backyard during that, or the background during the Miz segment, had me floored. Danhausen, honestly, such a breath of fresh air. It's fun, it's light, it's good. And again, I think if you are an Orange Cassidy fan, you can't really be mad at Danhausen. If it's the same thing that happened with Americano, people freaked out. It's so silly. The silliness is allowed to exist. You can't have wrestling be silly from top to bottom. That's a bad look, and that's some companies out there do look silly from top to bottom. But that can't be the way. That can't be the method. But well done comedy has a place in wrestling, and it's a reprieve. When everything's supposed to be hammered down and full throttle and intense, and where's the story? Some shit's just silly. Boom, 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 boom. Finally, Bailey. So how are we feeling out there? We've gone almost to the top of the hour. We got 10 minutes to go. So pretty much the whole first hour ends up being this match. The crowd's not overly loud. Granted, Asuka's in control, but so I wouldn't expect them to be cheering so loud. However, is this long? Is this slow? Oh no.
Speaking of long and slow, but hopefully to be a reprieve. Am I still glitchy, or am I back at it like a jackass?
Fine at the moment now, sir.
Fair enough. I went and just yelled because, like I said, we're moving, so I'm going off of Wi-Fi from next door. So I'm one of those of go and move the router.
He's got that little dicky Wi-Fi.
Whoa, now, what you trying to say about me? I got that big Nicky Wi-Fi. What is you trying to say?
The big Nicky, let's go.
But I think this is probably who you figure was going to be the two that were going to challenge AJ Lee between the two most veteran opponents. It would have been interesting to see an EO and EO or anything. But these are people that AJ Lee can work with comfortably.
Mm-hmm. The crowd is dead.
Yep.
And they've been dead for a while.
Remember when we bitched because there was no women's matches and let women main event and everything? Then get behind them. Stop with this whole just flag waving and campaign smearing and false flag and just sympathy baiting on all of this. Just if you actually want them to main event, if you actually want the women's division to be somehow more prominent than it already is, which is phenomenal, then back it. Then be vocal about it. Much like we said with everything else. You have an issue with it. If you have an issue with the ticket prices, you have an issue with creative. You have an issue this way, you have an issue that way. Stand by it. Don't sit there and flag wave for it for a week and then, they didn't listen, so you pack it up and go home.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, you got to fickle. It's the key word of the day.
Fickle.
But, Bailey gets a 2 count. You're not glitchy, but you look itchy.
What the are you trying to say about that? I am well clean and well shaven and everything else out there. Ain't no itchy. Well, if we ever get an MJF kind of sponsor, we get our own pickles. We'll get Fickle Pickles out there, my guy.
Fickle Pickles, so fresh and so clean. Funny character. I feel bad for it because he got over organic and then got buried with. Yeah, Sendao. Everyone goes to that one. He deserved better, and that's what we wanted to get away from that. We wanted bookers that listen to the crowd. And now that the bookers are listening to the crowd, the internet audience is like, what about us?
No, don't listen to us. We're idiots.
Yeah. They're like, well, the argument like, oh, they're not real fans, they're casual, but they're there happy. They're paid money. They got to have some interest.
Right. Well, Danhausen has worked ever since his debut.
Dropped into a heel hook.
Yeah. I think we're going to get a WrestleMania match for the tag team titles, SmackDown tag team titles of R-Truth and Damian Priest versus Danhausen and The Miz. We're going to have a comic relief tag team match.
Fuck it. It's the most relevant the tag team division's been in quite a while.
Valid. Where are the Street Profits?
Good question. A wonderful question.
I wish we had an answer.
Big drop kick. The crowd is quiet because this match is a waste of time. Everyone knows they're running back AJ and Becky.
Who's not in the match?
Who's not in the match, my guy? So what? Help me understand.
I hate that Randy versus Drew match because they're going to just run back Cody.
Well, so you're saying AJ Lee's going to have a match next week, and so it's an easy win. I get that. I get the argument if you're saving Becky for Mania, but I mean, I'm not overly that jazzed about either one of these women fighting AJ Lee. I'm just not.
But you could get a triple threat. Where does the fault lie? I was going while you were on your pause. If I was asking the whole, where does the fault lie with LA Knight? Is it on him? Is it on creative? What have you? With AJ Lee not feeling that interested, I feel, towards the IC title reign right now. Is it on her? Is it on the Becky feud? Is it on creative? Where's the fault?
It's been fine. I think the lack of presence is the issue, for my taste. And we talked about this before. Okay, she's here. She won. You got to keep her kind of hot and exciting. You can't just, I'll show back up in a couple weeks and say some things. I don't know. It's just a little flat.
Should she have been out here on commentary?
She could be. Yeah, why not? Spice it up.
Have her sit there and run through I've been recruiting, I've been looking through this talent and that talent and everything I have history there I always love to want to have a match with Oscar or anything like that.
Right. Yeah, I think there's options, but you got to kind of too. And I think that's where we get a little light. And you have a match like this, there's just no heat or everyone's just kind of enjoying what they're doing. Yeah.
1, 2, go.
Wow. I mean, they're not going bad. The crowd just seems like this has gone too long. And that's the gauntlet matches always feel that way.
I'm just going to keep repeating the same argument because it's what other way are they going to do? Are they going to do a tournament? Are they going to do a battle royal? Has multi-person qualifiers just jumped the shark at this point?
Oh, build an angle. Do a story. Have somebody step up and challenge. Everything's it's better than these fucking out. This has been an hour, bro.
Have 57 people who are qualified for the job.
Oh, shit. Lyra out of nowhere. That was wicked.
Oh. Bailey's going to win it.
Bailey's definitely going to win it. Bailey's about to win it.
Oh, cut into the Oscar lock, roll through.
Oh.
That looked convoluted as shit.
She's got
the fingers locked. Bailey's going to tap. Oh, they're going to it's going to be Bailey versus Lyra at Mania.
Bailey versus Lyra. Oh, wait.
Rolls out.
Oh. Could get the shoulder. Rose plant. Rosebud. It's the rosebud.
3.
There you go. Winner.
Chicken dinner.
Oh, Kyrie. Bailey gets the win.
But now I like this because you've got Bailey, who's the babyface, versus AJ Lee, who's the babyface, the veteran comeback.
Mhm.
But also, if you wanna be hockey it and you want to throw Becky back into this mix, Bailey and Becky definitely have history. And I've
That's
said
true.
for a while, let them kind of go at it a little bit. So that's going to be a fun little angle.
Yeah, now I'm curious because you feel like you're going babyface. Becky gets involved. But again, are they just going back to some of their tried and true, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, who else would you have had won this?
That's a tough one. I mean, Ivy kind of had me curious for a couple minutes, but I don't know if that sells me on anything.
Ivy versus AJ Lee is quicker. The hype for that is just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's not big. I mean, I'm not that excited about Bailey AJ Lee. I'm not that excited about Asuka AJ Lee. Is it an AJ Lee problem?
That's where the question lies. You said it was because she's not there that much. Now Roman's not there that much, but Roman still has that grace, that caveat around him.
His equity's so strong, right? Like he's built it up so high. But I am getting
AJ Lee's been running 10 years off of that equity. That equity is running dry.
Right. I heard
acknowledging Roman Reigns. Sorry.
Yeah, we're going back to the last battle between these two. How long? I heard it was 3 years, Craig.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Just a guess. Facts. Shout out to Bailey. There you go. There you go. Ding dong hello. Let's fucking go.
There you go. Oh, yes. While you're on your pause, I did compare LA Knight to Batista because JV brought up about how he's 43 years old and that's why he's not getting pushed towards the main event. And I said, well, look at a Batista who was pretty much almost the exact age.
Look at Punk.
Well, Punk, Punk had 10 years off though, but Punk didn't start at that age. Punk,
he didn't come in as
I'm saying like a guy like Batista, a guy like DDP.
Yeah, if you're solely basing it on age, I think we're fine because he still performs well. I don't know, man. I think we talk about this. We saw what happened on Unreal, and fans that were all like, "Oh, they hate him." No, they were like, they gave him a spotlight, and he didn't do what he was supposed to do. You put him in chamber, and unfortunately for him, he slips and falls. And we say we don't over critique the botches because they're a part of wrestling, but just key moments for the poor guy. It seems like shit's happened. Ultimately, I don't think they shy away from older champions. I just don't know if they want him champion. I don't know.
Well, it all comes down to me of, is it the quarterback's fault if he throws an interception on the goal line, or is it the coach's fault because he called the play to run the pass on the goal line kind of vibe?
Yeah.
Like, is it LA Knight's fault because he can never get it across the goal line?
He gets close but no cigar. Yeah, maybe he's just maybe not a finisher the way he wants to be. So yeah, I mean, I like the guy a lot, but he's just snake bit.
Well, I didn't want to segue this way, but it might be a thing that's I could see a snake bit of my AEW. I know you briefly touched on this while I was on a pause of AEW's new international. Everyone in the US and Canada got really excited. You mean I can only pay $120 and I get all your AEW? That's only 2 AEW pay-per-views for all your AEW pay-per-views. But that is just outside of the US. That is the US and Canada. That is outside of North America. Interesting though that it comes out during the Paramount Warner Brothers deal. So they might be setting themselves up for something down the road. But
for sure.
Right now we're going to test it out of market.
Yeah, I found it very interesting. It was out of market because at first it was like, that's kind of cool. This is going to be something to really kind of behold, and it's something new for them. Does it help maybe add another thing to their portfolio when you're looking at the value of your product? For sure. I mean, it's a cool thing. Anytime you can increase that fan experience, that fan engagement, it's good on them. We've talked a lot about having to scramble and search and figure out as we got Penta. Where's the wrestling? Where's the wrestling? What channel? Where are you getting it? What
Well,
app is
now, again, this is a win, and if I wish it was in the U.S. and everything, which I get why it's not because of still all the network deals and everything, but when, like you said, there's such an issue when it comes to I got to have that subscription, that subscription, that subscription, that subscription just to watch wrestling every night, of having one solidified place to go for it. It reminded me instantly of when WWE rolled out the network initially. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And it definitely should. AJ wins, she will rarely, if AJ wins, she'll rarely defend. Yeah, again, I get the idea that she's like a special attraction. But is she? Like, I mean, I'm torn on this one, Lady B.
Right? Am I glitchy? Apparently, allegedly.
I haven't said anything yet because I'm hoping it smooths back out. It's kind of intermittently happening, so just hold on for a second. But if it keeps up, I'll let you know.
Fair enough. Well, right now I'm in commercial right now with Saxton and Natty.
Saxton Daddy.
What?
I thought you said Saxton Daddy. I was like,
Saxton and Natty. No, Saxton is not Natty. When does just man testify?
Right.
MDB, we missed you. I've been waiting to see you. Penta side plates. Yeah, we're getting Penta coming up defending against El Grande Original.
The OG Grande. So be very interesting because we've seen him be a very big heel in AAA. Putting him up against Penta does set him up to be heel. Is there a chance Penta loses?
No, there's no chance Penta loses. No Pentalones. But it is interesting that like split of you look at WWE like Monday Night Raw, Grande Americano, heel, Original, babyface, Grande or Original in AAA, heel, Grande, babyface.
Yeah, it's funny how it kind of flips around. Like we jump the border and we jump sides, so it's kind of funny how that switch happens, and we see it for a few people. So yeah, I mean, I'm curious. I mean, how long will Penta hold on to this belt, and is Americano even close to getting a sniff at this right now?
Well, Christ, I was going to say scratch and sniff, but I got Maxine Dupree out here jumping Natty.
Right. Who do you think will unmask Original Grande? I think it's going to be the current Grande, taller Grande.
One Grande will unmask the other Grande.
Right.
I think it makes more sense, honestly, at this point to just let Ludwig fucking have the gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
And Chad Gable can go back to being Chad Gable, because if Ludwig goes back to Ludwig, then he's just back with Gunther. And now you've got to make sense as to why he just disappeared for months on end.
Right.
Like if you just leave your job and then just come back because you were showing up you were clocking in as Steve every day, it's going to be a little bit awkward when you come back in the normal way.
Right. So right now we are getting an ad for a Hall of Fame. They're doing it on the Friday night at the midnight again. Oh, there's Natty. We were talking about what happened to Natty.
Yeah, she was in the commercial break, and now they're showing the replay finally. She's got that weird, like, 1,000-yard stare thing of like her face looks like it's made out of clay.
She floats. We all float.
We all float down here.
Grand Slim. That's why she's the boat. She floats.
She floats. She floats. She's more plastic. Danhausen.
Oh, this is good. Danhausen and Grande.
Grande with the beard in the picture though and everything. He looks like he's like in El Toro Blanco or something. It looks like more toast. Yeah, nice. He's got teeth.
He's gonna curse him.
Yeah.
Vominos.
You gotta go. I curse you.
Yeah.
Curse.
and the crowd's with it. That's the important part here. The people out on the internet can bitch and moan all they want. The crowd can't wait to curse people. He's about to lose. It's working. Grandes are going to lose.
As Grande's henchmen were creeping behind Original out there.
Right.
But Danhausen has gotten over ever since his debut. The debut was the biggest fall on your face, and then everything since then has made sense and worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest unboxing fail ever. And like we need an unboxing to forget it happened. But I mean, we knew the box was going to suck. I honestly feel like too many of the fans thought like Jericho was going to walk out. Like, it's Ayatollah rock and roll. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, that's not happening. So, I mean, but everything, like, he's getting over in the last.
I think we had even gotten to the point to where we had made peace that it would be all right if it was Danhausen. But even for Danhausen, that wasn't good.
No, I mean, again, we were like, oh, shit. All right, that didn't go well. But here we go. Like, I mean, they're still doing it. They're still giving him a chance. And it's actually kind of getting over. Like, you hear the fans. Like, the minute he kind of, like, sets it up, they can't wait. The fans love audience participation so much. So just throw it at them.
Well, and you're the new funny guy. You're the new funny guy. You're the new comedic. You're the new comedian that I can come out there and laugh with.
Right.
Smooth panorama.
Like, dude, we're watching adults, throw each other around in their underwear. Calm down.
That is always the argument that everyone that is the default argument.
Come on.
It's not that serious. It's adults in underwear fighting.
Like, come on. Right.
Smash that like button, says Sean Reed. Absolutely. As we see about 76 people with us. Let's see if we can get to that triple digits, that beautiful, lovely 1000 out there as we're through the first hour so far.
Let's go. Let's go. Be a friend, tell a friend, share this link anywhere people are talking about wrestling. Let everyone know. Go save your friends from bad streamers and bad reactions.
Absolutely. I like how everyone now is just, we know who's going to win this match now. That people are buying into the curse. It's the curse of Billy Goat. It's all of that. It's like the fucking Red Sox. It's the Chicago Cubs. Right. You know you're cursed. Once you're cursed, you're cursed.
If you believe what you're selling, I mean, dude, look at all these years of Little Jimmy. He should be going into the Hall of Fame soon. Like, if you sell us, we'll buy.
If Little Jimmy goes into the Hall of Fame, we will be here with bells on.
Right. I think when R-Truth gets his induction, mid-induction, he should stop and induct Little Jimmy.
Now I'm going to stop right now because Little Jimmy has something he want to say.
Yeah. Jokes.
No Maxine slander.
Oh, first, they gave Penta a mic. He says thank you. Gracias.
Well, I smoked the gracias. Remember when when a certain select group on Twitter really said WWE didn't know what the fuck they were doing with Penta.
Right.
They mishandled it, they fumbled it, and yada, yada, etc. Yada. Where's all that now?
Well, because the problem is, Nick, 9 times out of 10, it's the equivalent of criticizing the pilot on the runway. Oh, look, this guy can't even fly. He's still on the ground, motherfucker. Let him get up. Let him go. They're so quick to jump to that, like, oh, he's ruined. They don't know what to do. The guy's like, what? Is he a full year in now?
At least, I think.
Right? So, he's hitting his stride. He's a mid-card champion, da-da-da-da-da. But, like, it's all this, like, so quick to react. Oh, they didn't, like, you didn't fucking, win it all the first day you were there? Oh, they ruined you. It's so funny.
Everybody's just mad Top Gun or Maverick from Top Gun isn't their pilot.
Right.
This guy, look at this guy, still on the tarmac. What are we talking about? I'm already buckled in. I've already downloaded fucking Fortnite to play on my screen.
You ever sit down with someone and they're like, this movie's going to suck? You're like, fuck's sake.
Then why are you here? Then why are you here?
You're like, why did we put it on, man? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Especially allergic ones. Yeah. I mean, we kind of live for reactions around here. Not allergic ones, though.
Well, sometimes we're allergic to shitty wrestling, but yeah.
Yeah.
Spaz with a $5 super chat. Who wins the Raid to Rays Sword and Raid to Rays finals? Grande, La Parca, or Santos Escobar? They get a sword.
Santos.
Really?
Told you. Santos doing big things, man.
I think if I just say Grande, I get half the fucking
you got a good
there.
shot.
So, I'll go with El Grande, and not Chad Gable Grande.
Yeah, this is a great promo. On a side note, he is just fired up. He's not missing a beat. I know, folks, don't worry. Some of it's Spanish, but it's okay.
We don't need a safe space halftime promo or anything for this.
Well, here comes the counter.
Here's my name is Kid. Well, no, this is a Grande Americano. So see, we had to grab the Americano.
Okay.
But this can even be a poll question. Has WWE found their new Ronald Mysterious? They thought they had it with Dragon Lee. They thought they've had it with Ray Phoenix. They've tried it a few times or so. Is Penta your new top luchador? Your new masked man that we can put merch behind and we can move up the card?
All right. Well, so wait, did they change Grandes?
It looks like something. Yeah, because we go to commercial and new El Grande Americano comes out when it's supposed to be OG El Grande Americano.
Yeah, so even Michael Cole said, we are as confused as you are as, yeah. So OG was supposed to be here. Is this something to do with the curse? Did he get jumped on the
go out there, I'm cursed?
Yeah, is that what happened? Look, Penta giving him shit. I love it.
One, even though we're still halfway playing the we don't know who's who gimmick of even then, well, could OG interchange with new?
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. It's so funny. It's so ridiculous. What in the Grande?
Kelly, I wonder if WWE ever gonna have a Pentagon versus Octagon match. Brought to you by Hexagon.
Right, it will cook. It'll cook.
That'll be a AAA match for sure.
Yeah, it'll take shape if they could get that in there.
Fuck you. I instantly caught that the second you said that. Sorry. I should have let the joke land a bit.
That was good.
That was
you think it's funny, do you?
Yes, I do. I thought it was hilarious.
A good pun.
Very punny. Very dad joke, and I'm proud of you.
All right, so we're getting
Koji.
Yeah. What happened to Grande? Did they jump him? Remember we saw
Well, no, we got Grande. We just don't have the right Grande.
What happened to OG?
Yeah. Well, he could have gotten jumped, but now the odds have changed because
this is different.
This could be to where now, granted, I don't know with starting in a commercial break of if you get a title change, but this could be where there might be a title change.
Right.
Penta still wins.
I guess everybody missed Rayo and Bravo stalking Grande. No, Nick called it out. Sorry, Willie saying,
we done peeped eyes. It's just one of those they didn't follow up through. They didn't follow through on it.
Right.
That was very simple, very funny, Cage.
It's very simple, very funny. There's
no spaz. I hate that I popped for that.
There's no fat on that joke. It's lean.
It's a lean cut.
Let's go. But big chop. All right. Different vibe.
I mean, this feels Go ahead.
Well, sorry. Does that count as a successful cursing if, OGA Grande gets jumped on the way to the ring?
You didn't make the match.
You didn't
You
make the
can't
match,
even be
bro.
in the match. You got cursed.
Things went bad. I would agree. Where's Pete Dunne? That's jokes. What's up, Z-Man?
How do you feel? Now, this is
With my hands.
gamer nerd thing of, well, because they had it pulled up of, so Penta's rating in the game is 84, but El Grande's rating is 85. Dun, dun, dun.
Right. I mean, I get it. I'm okay with that. It's pretty close.
Well, how do you even feel like
ridiculous?
But I don't know if they have it for like the NHL games. I know they have it for the Madden games. They do it for the 2K games of like, so where they announce, oh, you're rated this, and now they're doing it for the WWE games, and people like, why is Javon rated like just barely above Hank and Tank?
Right. It's an interesting thing, right? And the criteria in which they come to that conclusion. Same thing with hockey. Same thing with the football games. It's only been the last few years that it became this like, let's brag about my rating. Like it was never a thing before.
You also have to figure when they lock it in versus by the time the game comes out where they're at.
That's also part of it, right? Like people forget the game wasn't, just made yesterday. They didn't wake up yesterday morning and put together a video game and put it out. So yeah, 6 months ago, Javon was probably ranked less than he is now.
Right. But no, I caught that, KJ. oh, I wanted to read this one from MDB. How do you feel, KJ, with my hands?
It's true. Facts.
Well, here's one for you. You can hit the soundboard.
Oh, put some butter on that.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
We're feeling good on a Monday. We're feeling good on a Monday. It's smooth like butter. The week's just kicking off. It's Revolution Week, which we haven't talked a lot about, but we are here Wednesday for the Go Home Show, and of course here on Sunday for the pay-per-view. As it's a big one. 9 matches already. A couple pre-show matches. We got Boom Boom versus TBD.
The biggest pay-per-view between now and WrestleMania.
Oh, for sure.
Well, it's the only one, so I would hope it's the biggest one.
And it's AEW's first pay-per-view of 2026, right? Like their first big one.
First big one, not the other one that they had or anything.
What was the other one?
Oh, fuck. Grand Slam wasn't one. Damn it.
No. Right?
So it is the first pay-per-view.
So yeah, you want to set off this one big, like you really want to, and there's a lot of potential on what's been announced. There's, again, if you put together kind of the build up to it, then you can ignore some of the. Once we get to the show, the matches themselves should do well.
Right. Like I said, it don't matter. Original Extra Crispy is going to lose.
Yeah, it's all Penta as he goes to the eyes. Oh, come on, ref, get in there.
Do you ever think you could see a moment like we saw before with Penta? I think it was AAA, to where he's all busted open, masks all torn apart, and he's just gushing blood. Is that ever going to be a moment in WWE?
Maybe. I mean, it's so rare they go that far, but it would be so cool. As we get the backbreaker, the code breaker, backstabber, whatever, backstabber.
I got
the clothesline.
Yeah,
by elegance.
I was like, wait, hold on.
But
a hand going for a tope.
Oh, down to the floor.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
Butter by elegance. I like it.
That's Anthony's new nickname.
Yeah, we haven't seen Anthony since TNA went to town. I think he left with them. So
he joined the circus and ran away.
He's officially a part of the Elegance brand. We wish him luck. We hope he's doing okay.
They adopted him. They call him one of their own now.
Right.
But
so we go to commercial break. Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned this earlier and we hadn't talked about it.
Oh,
Pat McAfee.
Yes.
Your thoughts, your question, opinion, feelings?
I mean, I find it interesting because he kind of gave it like the "it's not you, it's me" speech of like, wrestling's just fine without you. Can go on without me. You don't need me. So that's kind of what I feel like. Remember, he took a lot of heat. He stepped away at one point. He's busy with a lot of shit. So I mean, I'm not that surprised by it. And then you make him a special kind of appearance guy that's still kind of on the periph, maybe. But is it, what's the point of coming back in to go back out? I don't know, man. I think it makes sense.
It makes sense to me. I have no issue with it. I like Pat while he was there. Obviously, I'm a Pat fan, regardless of whether even when he was in WWE or not in WWE. Christ, I've stolen quite a bit of things from him. Even the "be a friend, tell a friend" is very much taken from Pat. I think it's just honestly at this point, he's got such a schedule of at this point. He does his live show for multiple hours. That's trust me. I envy that, and that's where I am to get to where we're going and everything like that. Of we're on that level of we're doing the wrestling Pat McAfee version type show for hours on end. He does that, does College Game Day. He has a 2 or 3 year old daughter, and I think another child on the way. Outside of just being a fucking human being and existing, because everybody actually does need that point. Sometimes you need to go touch grass or at least smoke it. And I think he might be doing an acting a little bit because of being involved with Ari and TKO and everything like that. He's got so much on his plate. I don't mind the whole. Well, I think that whole thing's just kind of passed me by at this point. It's a never say never, and he even said it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's you leave the door open, but he's not needed. He's not super missed, and it's not in a good way. And it's not an issue with him still being on the tertiary. Like doing even what he was is still fine. Like it's still great. It is just hoping he has the utmost success. I don't think there's an issue here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't mind the idea, and this is where I've talked a lot about, like, even, with the wrestlers, some consistency. Like, it's great when Pat comes back, and then he's there for a few months, and then, we shuffle around the commentary, and then he leaves, and we shuffle it again, and then he comes back, and we shuffle again. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but, to kind of, you're in a groove. You got a good thing going. Having him come in as a peripheral guy or a special appearance, that's a lot better at this point, maybe. And again, like you said, his cup runneth over. So what did he do?
Is he better as your bridge to pop culture than he is working on the inside?
Maybe in a lot of ways, right? So again, he has access to such a big audience. It's the same thing, in a different kind of category, but
can you sell it to the regular Pat viewer?
Yeah.
The casual Pat viewer of more of, well, hey, he's putting over because this is just what Pat likes and this is what he does versus, well, you're there every Monday. So of course you're going to put it over.
Maybe
it gives you that little halfway of degree of separation, but not separated.
Yeah, I get that for sure. And I mean, again, at least, and it does help. You have a guy like Pat and his friends, and they're all talking about how cool the wrestling was. It's got to pique someone's interest at some point. So it works well. The relationship's good. I like Pat. I know some people don't. I saw IMDb make a comment. But I mean, I think he's great. So it's very interesting.
Absolutely. But I guess speaking of peaking or sharing interests or whatever, but I'll be back soon for a minute.
All right. So Nick stepping away for a moment, folks. We got Grande. We got Penta. Both men down. Both men selling hard right now. Gideon. Rock, Reigns, and Blood are deadlier than the Click. Just that they are all born with tans this time. All right. Insightful. There you go. If Pat never comes back, does that count as another retirement for Gunther? That's a good point, Jose. I would sell that. I'd lump that in if I was Gunther. Oh, yeah, and Pat's afraid to even come back to the building because of me. Take credit. I like that. That's a pretty good spin on that. Yeah, we will 100%. Like, again, he's always going to be a friend. We're going to have moments where wrestlers show up on his show and announce things on his show. They're going to use him for publicity and free advertising and not free advertising. But that relationship's still there. Maybe I think it's just partly being very self-aware and understanding the dynamic, right? And again, I think he stepped away. He had things to do. He got busy, but he was taking a lot of unnecessary heat. TNA does equals and by elegance He was on the inside all along. Let's go. Let's go. Ants by Elegance. He will be here on Thursday, folks. He's got to keep the spoilers to himself. Pat retires. There you go. Is here. Ant is in the building. Welcome, sir. A lot of talk about you. Your ears must have been burning. Pat will return in Avengers 4. Let's go. I think in tomorrow's main event, we are getting a triple threat at Stand and Deliver. Isn't tomorrow they're doing the triple threat for the women's? Oh, Canadian Destroyer. And it's over. Got a little flat there. They kind of hit the finish out of nowhere. But good match overall. Come on, Seattle. I know it's rainy and gloomy there, but cheer a little. Mandy Rose is officially called it a career today. Thoughts? She didn't already do that. Yeah, I didn't expect Mandy to come back. If anything, I thought she'd have an opportunity maybe in AEW if she wanted to get back in a ring at that level. I didn't think the WWE was going to cross that bridge again. And you know what? Time passes everybody by, and I don't want to imply that that's what happened with Mandy, but you know, she's several years removed from being in the ring. She's making bank, and I mean, kudos to her. But I'm not surprised. I mean, this is long overdue, Curtis. But thank you. Right now, we are getting a package. Stephanie, Liv, running it back. I like how they're building this up a little bit. Boo. That's not cool. What are you booing? You can't boo the elegance. Laney Reed, Fallon Henley. Okay. My thoughts on Mandy is Mandy. The weird hand placement on that pin. Hey, now. I don't even know what button to hit. You left me frozen there for a second. Boo you. Give it back. There you go. So we are getting a package between Stephanie Vacour, Liv Morgan, kind of showing their upbringing, their history, their experience. It's interesting. I like this. And again, two of the biggest stars in the women's division. And arguably right now, is there anybody bigger and better than Liv Morgan? Right? Steph's outstanding. But Liv's just on a different level right now. I mean, Liv, she's in that Rhea conversation. I asked about the idea of Bash at the Beach 1998, Hulk Hogan and Dennis Rodman versus DDP and Karl Malone to be inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame Immortal Moment. I think they're going to get to a few more before that one. I mean, that's epic on the standpoint of what it was, what it meant in pop culture, the vibe of the whole event. I remember being, young, sitting in front of the TV, watching this one, and it was crazy. But yeah, maybe. Mandy replacement doing just fine. So yeah, facts. We got that one at home. We're good. Thank you. There you go. You're rubbing off on them, bro. They say him Boo Earns. KJ and Big Nick, what are your thoughts on this Thea Hale situation? Remind Nick will be back. We'll both talk about this, but this one's a bit of a longer topic, so we'll get both of our 2 cents at the same time. It's interesting. I mean, there's two sides to this coin, and it depends how heartless you are, what side you take. But we are back with the Judgment Day. Dom's in a mood. Can't find Finn. Digging this, but why Dom always catching strays? I think it's because, the man's always got himself in trouble. Eventually, you're going to catch one or two. He's not happy. Cannot find Finn. Oh, that was interesting. That was an interesting. Was that an Easter egg, or am I reading too much into that? The reason I'm thinking a triple threat match and stand and deliver is Joe Hendry, Miles Bourne, and Ricky. Miles Bourne versus Ricky. Ethan Saint. Is that too many people? You said triple threat. I see 4 names. Whoa! You are cursed. Danhausen in the building. Michael mentioning his mentor Miz. Yeah, they're finally doing it. Now, they went to a 2K26, like a quick teaser, but they did it kind of interesting. There was a bit of a glitch, and then there was a red line. Am I reading too much into this? Am I getting into the conspiracy into this? Can't find Finn, but things are flickering. And did you hear it here first if it happens? Dom is going to address Finn. See? Yeah, interesting. Raquel looking so delish. I don't know. I mean, that ring gear was a bit uncomfortable looking. Yo, this guy's going to be the Slim Jim fucking superstar. Very nice, very evil. The crowd's going batshit crazy. There is an entire roster of wrestlers in different companies that would kill for this kind of pop. They've never experienced this kind of pop. And here's Danhausen just throwing away merch. Who's coming out to mess up this? Michael Go. Look, selling us on shop.com. You are cursed. Oh, wait a minute. What is happening? Oh. Wait a minute. Conspiracy theorists are up right now, KJ, so you might be on to something. I'm thinking. Demonhausen. Real quick, well, we are on a bit of break. We were working some stuff out over the last couple days. Stay tuned. Make sure you click that little bell if you're a fan of the show and fan of the streams. We're coming into WrestleMania. I know it's several weeks away, but it's like 40 days. So we're getting closer and closer. But make sure you follow along. We're going to keep you posted. We'll put out things for the WrestleMania week. We got some ideas about some extra coverage. This year's a little unique with Stand and Deliver being on April 4th. But we're basically here like every weekend, 7 days a week for like half of April. I think we have 3 days off in April altogether. So if you're a fan of us, be a friend, tell a friend. We're going to be here all year long, all month long, all week long, all day long. Whatever we have to be, we will be. And here come the Judgment Day. God, ads. You are one letter away from freaking me out. Danhausen, Little Cape is killing me. It's ridiculous. I'm a Fanhausen, right? It's working. What's up, Excalibur? Hope you're doing well, sir. Yeah, it's working. It's proof. Wrestling can be fun. For all the people on Twitter right now whining and pissing and moaning, the fucking have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. What are we doing? I'm cursed with commercials. I'm a Fanhausen. I like seeing it. Loved it. And they give him Mike Spot. The crowd's into it. Like if he's doing his little stick and the crowd's quiet, sitting on their hands, then we got a problem. But they like it. It's funny. It's like I said before, I didn't know a ton about Danhausen, but I just know I kept seeing clips of this man at conventions, in random places, just causing trouble, being funny. So it's working, man. Danhausen bringing the black cat and voodoo dolls, 100%, Christian. That comment has never been more accurate. Danhausen seems to be shocked to hear more than 300 people cheering. AEW really made him an experience for people going to the WWE to actually feel the fans. And we talked about it. I mean, other other wrestlers feel that way too. Penta, Phoenix, Jade. But I mean, for Danhausen to be kind of a journeyman, right? Like a guy that's been around and doing his things and on the road and been through ups and downs to get this moment and to hit a home run. That's fucking great for him. Speaking of great.
Or at least stepping up to the plate because the beans don't cry and the kicker.
Nick, are you a Fanhausen? Are we officially
I'm becoming a Fanhausen. I am becoming a Hausen of the Hausens.
Baller Club. So Nick.
Yes.
But he comes out with JD. See, JD is going to turn on him. I thought they got glitchy around the teaser for 2K26 right after the Judgment Day segment. We can't find Finn. We're going to go have it. And it kind of went glitchy, and then there was a bit of a line. I might be reaching my back, hurting my back a little, but I'm wondering if they're teasing a certain demon dude.
Yeah, no, you start teasing. And again, that's where you could get it to where Dom's the guy who could push Finn to that point.
Right.
All right, you pulled this out of me of Dom with it. Everyone has dealt with a friend like that to where their girlfriend's grabbing them by the waist as they're about to talk shit to you. And it's like, bro, could you maybe at least step a foot forward and we can actually have a man-to-man conversation here? Or are you just going to stay over there? Because if you're going to stay over there, then we don't need to be talking nothing.
Right. Danhausen puts curse on Blue. Well, definitely on the Maple Leafs. That's already a foregone conclusion. Cursed forever, maybe. Don't leave the Blue Jays alone. They got a shot. They got a chance. They look good. They're all right. Let's go. The Boos.
I was wallowing in Canadian misery earlier because I was watching the whole thing about who killed the Expos.
That's a great, crazy stories, right?
Yeah, well, it's also interesting as someone not in Canada and having to learn about Canadian economics and seeing someone starts to speak and then they dub it over because everything's in French Canadian.
Facts. So some boo birds.
I'm just trying to help you.
I was trying to help you, Deedly D.
Why you gotta add the Deedly D and everything?
It's so. I mean, I say it lovingly. I mean,
do you really, as a Scottish sympathizer, do you really Deedly D the Irish?
Right. I'm very Irish blooded, my guy. So, it's all love. It's all love for the Irish fella doing his thing. But it's just fun. It's what I hear when they speak. I can't help it.
But is it? So is JD going to stay on the side of Finn, or is he going to switch sides? And you're just going to have Finn's the last one out of the OG Judgment Day that gets ostracized, because it was at one point Finn, Rhea, and Copeland. Then it became Priest and all of that. Yeah.
Well, was Priest before Finn?
No, Finn was before Priest because he had the fucking goofy mask and everything. No, it was actually Copeland who had initially the goofy mask that had the fucking disco ball mask.
Oh, shit, be getting heated. JD bobbling back there.
Maybe you are just a little spoiled brat.
Oh, they beeped whatever he said.
He mushed him.
Oh, it's getting serious.
We're checking out the Doppler radar out here right now. Oh! Pele kick! Pele, 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 Pele.
Crowd's going crazy for the Balor turn.
I think it's now an official turn, but JD's pulling him away. But
no, JD's going to screw him.
This is where JD ends up socking him in the face. Sling blade!
Oh, sling blade.
Liv's going to jump him. JD, clothesline.
Yeah, JD beheads him. Listen, they give us, because JD is so underrated, but if we get JD Finn, that's a money match that nobody.
Dom?
Even to get to Dom or even at any point. But JD Finn will fucking cook.
So now they're all beating up on him after all the ladies jump him, and now everybody's the whole Judgment Day. So Finn is excommunicated, been completely kicked out of the Judgment Day now. So every OG member of the Judgment Day has officially, whether it's even Damien or Finn, whichever came first, the chicken or the egg, they've all been kicked out.
Right. Yeah, Big Bill is Finn's fighting back. Oh. See, this is where I see the situation of I'm outnumbered, I'm in trouble. How am I going to win this? It writes itself sometimes, folks. Edge, Priest, Rhea, Finn, Dom, JD, Liv, Roxanne.
Fair enough. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the 1 little, 2 little, 3 little judgment, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little judgment. But this is again why we say follow the people who actually watch the show weekly, daily, all of that, versus sometimes sporadically. Because if you watch it through and through, they all connect together. It all makes sense. When you watch it just on Twitter highlights, maybe it don't make the most sense.
Yeah, and I highly recommend, streamers that know who the wrestlers are, that actually, pay attention.
I mean, if I'm going to critique or have an opinion on a movie, I'm going to watch a movie instead of watching just the trailer and giving my opinion just off the trailer.
Right.
The trailer will determine whether I watch the movie or not, but not vice versa.
Right. Finn deserves this. So, yeah.
You're decimating this man. You're onto something.
Yeah, you would only beat him this bad.
I have to unlock what can beat this down.
You did this. You unleashed this. This is not my fucking fault.
But you brought this out of me.
They are making a fucking statement here tonight.
And they're fighting. I like that the whole rest of the faction is fighting off the rest.
Yes, play King of the Hill. Let's go.
But that's it's the minor things that are the most missed things in pro wrestling. Like we said earlier, with everything's connected. Now you have something like this. So why is there a security running game? Because the entire faction's keeping them at bay.
At bay, yeah.
Look what we did to his dad. Look what he did to Finn Balor.
Fuck. Finn is down. Finn is out. The fans are not happy. JD stands tall. And we've waited for this for so long. They had to do it.
Just kicks dirt on the man as he's walking out. Sorry.
Yeah. Like they went deep on this one. I like it. And for any of the fans out there, I don't know what the complaint will be on this one, but this is long overdue. And now we know, like, again, the writing's on the wall. We're getting the Demon Mania against Dom. I wanted it around the predictions when we made them. This is good shit.
Yeah, and I love Lady B's comment. Where's our truth? He was in Judgment Day. He's about to win tag team titles with.
Right, that was one of my favorite parts of the Judgment Day was the R-Truth part.
But now, which is the feud that we've been waiting longer for? Cody versus Randy or Finn versus Dom? Because they're both almost in the same vein. One's been at least on a saute while the other's been stuck in a freezer.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's funny the way you put that, because consistently over the last while, we've been highly, highly anticipating, Dom Finn. For sure. Maybe even the hotter vibe going into this right now. I'm super pumped that they did it. I think historically, just because of, who they are and where they've been, the Randy Cody thing kind of stands on business. But I'm super pumped about this finally happening.
Fair enough. Absolutely.
And I haven't got that Cody Randy moment yet. You know what I mean? They're still buddies. They're still like, I haven't got that stab in the heart moment from them yet.
Well, and also, we had 2 years of a Randy just staring at Cody's belt the whole time.
You got nice shoulders.
Yeah, nice shoulders. I like them shoulders.
This is good, and I'm enjoying it, but it would have hit that much more for me if the fuck. Oh
no, honestly, that to me I can see your argument, but you're splitting hairs. To me, I don't think anything's lost without the IC title being involved here. Nothing lost, nothing gained here.
if Penta's not doing anything at Mania with the IC title, I would have kept it with Dom for sure.
Yeah.
That being said, if you're putting Penta in like a 5-man ladder match, we're gonna have some fun here and the mid card and throw all the luchas. Let's go. I mean, I'm fine. I understand why they did it. So it all to me hinges on what are you actually going to do. My excitement level is more about the rivalry than the belt anyway. The belt would have just been a prop in the whole situation.
Penta's going to have his WrestleMania kind of entrance, and I hope that they can build something enough with the IC belt with that.
Right.
You already had kind of, I think the ship had sailed a little bit with like at Elimination Chamber, Dom doesn't come out and try and help Finn and end up costing him or anything. Like you had already kind of, some of this stuff had already kind of sailed a little bit. So I'm fine with the title not being here.
Yeah. And maybe they make it for the AAA title. There you go. Fuck it. Take that belt.
Finn Balor, your AAA world mega champion, you're going to take on Vikingo. All the AEW marks going to lose their mind. You mean you're going to have Finn Balor versus Vikingo and it's not an AEW?
Right. Oh, he called him a prick. Am I allowed to say that, YouTube? I don't know. That's a good one.
This was such a well-executed segment of, I think there's been very few misses tonight.
No, I think tonight's been cooking. I thought the gauntlet match was a little long. But other than that, you know, that's just my cup of tea. We're like, fuck, can we end this? But everything around that has been outstanding. It's been strong. It's been building for Mania. I'm getting excited. I'm starting to see where certain things are going. So, yeah, I thought the gauntlet match was a touch long. And we'll see how Bailey and AJ Lee kind of work out and how they build this. And our buddy Boston might be right. They're heading right back into the Becky monster. So we'll see.
Oh, well, yeah, Boston and Bianchi said that. I like that stuff from Big Dog. I think someone said it. Nick's not picky. He just knows what he likes.
You don't be mean to Nick.
You don't be mean to me. Stop making fun of me. I'm backstage with Pierce.
Oh, there you go.
Whoever thought Javon would make Pierce look short?
Right. I will say Pierce has had a relatively low-key night. Pierce has had a rough run here. Oh, shit.
The New Day, and it's just Kofi and Waller. So Waller is now officially part of the New Day.
Yeah. He had to take over for Woods, who's on the show.
Everyone, leave Nick alone. Leave Nick alone. Don't be mean to Nick. He's gonna pull a Thea. Oh, well, you might know more about this than I. I heard you saying you wanted to talk about this when I came back of the Thea Hale situation.
Yeah, I don't know much more than like what we've seen already kind of publicly out to everybody. Where
I haven't seen things.
Oh, so she put out a video, kind of getting in touch with her feelings and talking about, the fans and how the criticism and the hate. And again, it's the same shit we've heard about and talked about time in and time again. That it's wrestling. Like, why? Like, I don't get the toxic side of this. The fan base or any of the fans, like, and we some people are going to say, well, you're a professional athlete, you get paid to do this, you got to take the criticism we give you.
But there is very much a line that gets crossed, and especially let's take into account that this is a 22-year-old female.
Yeah.
Let's not take into account, same thing with like college athletes. Most of these people are 18 to 19 to 20 years old. Imagine if you were in that kind of situation at all of 18 years old and had someone naming off family members that no one else should know and that they're going to do so-and-so to them and everything because of this, that, and the third of how your wrestling match, if you didn't get that first down or anything. Like, let's actually act like human beings out here. How about that? Let's at least try that first.
Just love and respect. Like, I mean, again, you just... it's so easy to kind of dive into that, and it's funny, I'm guilty of it. I took a pot shot at someone this morning, actually, but with my fair criticism of a certain mouthy wrestler. But that being said, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, there's a lot. Like, you get to a point, and you want to critique something, critique it. I've definitely said some very deep things at times where the passion comes out and you push it. But I mean, you shouldn't be. We get to this level of harassment and running people off Twitter, and people that haven't seen Sunshine Soap or fucking, someone to fucking mate with in months are telling all these athletes how they should be doing things and how they shouldn't be doing things. And, the stalking and the following and like, what the fuck are we doing?
The parasocial relationship between pro wrestlers and the fan base, or I'll even say athletes and the fan base, has the best moments, and there's such a disgusting underbelly to it of what are you doing? Like, what in your mind thinks that's okay? Like, if these are things you would not say publicly and not say to their face, shut the fuck up. Honestly. Honestly,
and that's a lot of it.
If you can't stand on what you're saying, if it's already that point that you couldn't ever say it publicly or to their face, shut the fuck up, because then your point is not valid anymore.
Right. And again, as we got Oba stomping on out to the ring, folks, we built this channel and the whole idea of being an open forum from day one. I mean, again, it's always been the idea that I wanted different opinions to come around and come through. I don't think I know even close to everything. Most nights I feel like I know nothing at all. And I listen to a lot of people that I respect to try and, keep up and educate myself on something that I've loved since I was 4 years old. But at the end of the day, we should be able to talk about it. And I love this chat. We grind. There's people out there that don't think we have great opinions some days, or that we're too light on one direction and too heavy in the other, or we just don't see eye to eye. And that's okay. But again, be human, be respectful.
Willing to have the discussion. And that's why I try and I think we both do, of trying to, even outside of our own opinions and reading this and all of that, of listen to that person's take of, I don't normally agree with this person, but let me see what they have to say about this. Let me listen to this take and everything like that. Try and gain everything and look at everything from every perspective, instead of that silo echo chamber mentality, that incel IWC. That's why that I is so capital in the IWC, because it stands for incel. Out there, I feel that's why we're the WFU of, we'd actually rather have this. Christ, that's why I'm here, is because I tried to discuss wrestling so much with this man. He couldn't tell me to fuck off, and now he really can't tell me to fuck off. He even tried to demote me. He tried to send me away and everything like that, and I still came back with ferocity.
He's the cat, folks. But that's the way you want it to be. You want it to be open. You want it to be. Again, when we get to the point, and you and I have had it, there's people out there that have challenged it. Name the time and place, and we'll throw it out.
We've screamed at each other. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
All right.
What are we doing?
I'm a grown adult. Let's do adult things. I'm sorry, but grown adults don't fight each other in a Walmart parking lot over wrestling opinions.
Yeah.
That's not how adults do things. Just saying.
We're going to have a fist fight because you love Monet and I don't. Okay.
You know what? Border brawl. We're right there. UFC is going to do the White House. We're going to do me and you right there. You stand up for Cody. I'm going to stand up for Drew. We're going to fight it out right there. Dark State battle round 2.
Yeah. Rock'em sock'em robot style.
Facts.
But folks, we are about to get Rusev taking on Oba Femi. This one should be a lot of fun. Two big beefy boys about to throw some meat. Get in that chat. Be a friend. Tell a friend. We see the number hovering in a nice little almost triple digits. So be a friend. Tell a friend. If you can hear our voice, go get all your friends. Save them from bad reactions, bad streamers, and just ones that try to look like this but can't. But all that being said, lots of wrestling to come as we head into the 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah, we're about to be redeemed, my guy, of Rusev out here. I won't lie. I chuckled so hard from someone at the capture for Rusev on 2K26. like you can really see the catering in his eyes.
I'm so mad. Poor guy.
And we will be back right after this.
Yes, as we are right back after that statement there. Oh,
this.
KJ's pausing for the cause. There you go. As I got the Space Needle right now, very much flying high, that 12 flag as you're defending Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks. As I'm still, every time this segues into this, KJ's on a pause. But Kenneth Walker, I looked it up on my pause, officially signed with the Kansas City Chiefs. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer out here. Trust me, right now as a Buffalo Bills fan, you're seeing the Ravens add Max Crosby. You're seeing the Chiefs add Kenneth Walker. You're reigning, defending Super Bowl MVP. And boy, howdy, is it hard times out here for him. So who do you have winning this match, folks, of Rusev or Oba? Is this going to just be a squash? Is this something that this is the most that they've built into a feud? And so you pay it off with a squash here and Oba just smashes through? How do we do this? Oba Fenny with a win. Be happy with DJ. I understand that, but we got a weapon and we got, we done traded away Teron Johnson and we're losing safeties and everything like that. Nick, that signing walk happened like 10 hours ago. Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. Sorry that I wasn't up to date on all the free agency moves when someone mentioned it early in the chat. And I'm moving my apartments and everything. Man, no, I know, boss. You're just trying to aggravate the shit out of me, but you can have that. As I got Oba and Rusev, I keep wanting to call them Miro, and they're wearing almost the same attire. Throwing blows back to back out here. Oba. Oh, leave Nick alone. He swears to God. I'm going to curse you. You have James Cook and just traded for more or DJ Moore. Y'all fine. We've been fine. That's the thing, though. I'm sick of being told we're fine because we've been told we're fine and everything is fine. Everything is fine. I want to be undeniable, and especially though still, you just gave Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce coming back. You're reigning Super Bowl MVP running back. And then on the other side in the AFC North, you just gave them probably the best young defensive end, the best young pass rusher in the NFL. It's a scary time to be in the AFC right now. Honestly, I'm just saying the superpowers are reloading out here. If you had a couple teams like the Chiefs and the Ravens that had bad years, so they had early draft picks that they can trade and they could do this with and everything. Oh, super kick. Match kick. It's still going to be interesting to see what Cincinnati does out there. Josh Allen. We were Dan Harrow. We need the Jeff's curse. Oh, Christ. I think he just have to curse them so hard it reverses. Is Rusev with a spinning heel kick on an Oba on the announce desk that didn't break the desk, but he slaps it as we roll back in the rings. I love when we turn into sports for life a little bit. Well, trust me. Maybe that'll be a thing. Trust me. The bigger we grow, and the more this becomes, again, the more content you guys want us to put out and everything, the more you want us to do, comment, because we'll forget it because vitamins and everything. But also B, the more you spread the good gospel out there, the more you hit that like, the more you hit that subscribe, the more you hit all the buttons, the gizmos and gadgets and everything. The more we're able to grow, the more we can do and everything. Because trust me, well, we've done it. We do it with the wrestling version. Now, if we just did it with, the sports version of just Stephen A. and Skip Bayless between me and KJ out here, we can do that for sure. But the more that this channel grows, the more content we plan to put out as Oba with a 1, 2, 3 after fall from grace. So, oregano raising the hand, but very much not exactly a squash, but an easy victory for Oba Femi. Yeah, fall from grace. 1, 2, 3. Rusev looking like an alternate skin of Zangief. Always has. Rusev Day. Flip it and reverse it. It's on the Jets. Please curse the Chiefs. And the Pats. The Pats signed their goddamn fullback. Like, that's the thing, is I live in New England as a Bills fan, so I get constant harassment of, we're going to sign you center. We're on the way up in due time. Trust me, my God. Moving on up to the east side. I'm so glad I didn't buy a Crosby jersey. I love Max Crosby. I think Max Crosby's he's one of those guys that I'm a fan of that doesn't play for a team I root for. Max Crosby's just a G. I like his game just in how he's the guy that won't have he's not going to break your sack record, but he will pressure you constantly. You always have to account for him because he can drop back. He runs 98 to 99% of your defensive snaps on that side of the ball. I really like Max's style of play. And I think the Raiders lucked out with he was like a mid-round pick from East Carolina. As next Monday, we're going to get Brock Lesnar live, as I also believe we're going to get Roman Reigns live back. So that's when we'll get all the Larry drops. Oh, and we're going to get AJ Lee versus Bayley next Monday. So this is where, like certain people had said, of this is how you throw a Becky back into it, all of that. Oh, we're going to get, they're stacking Monday because we're getting Grande on Grande action. 2 Grande enter, 1 Grande leave. Yeah, and Roman Reigns. So they have very much stacked Monday Night Raw next week. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We do this for all the rest of them there. Trust me, we're back here tomorrow. NXT, the fallout from Vengeance Day. Wednesday, the go-home show for Revolution. Thursday, Anthony's back from his Atlanta excursion, so he's got all the sneaky details of what coulda, shoulda, woulda, maybe did happen, and all of that. Friday, SmackDown, the fallout from the world title change, as I've got CM Punk coming out right now. What do you see? A cult of person. Never. He just signed an extension last year. Who's what now? Oh, Crosby. Yeah. So the build for Rowan versus Punk is nothing but promos. I need more substance. This is boring. What would you have, Boston? Would you have CM Punk, who just had a match at Elimination Chamber versus Finn Balor? Does he need to take on what? A Danhausen? Who would be a Kevin Knight equivalent? So we're going to get CM Punk versus Javon Evans for the world title, just so we can say we had a match? Are you going to get Roman Reigns going to take on what? Hachachero? Roman Reigns versus Wagner Jr. Is that going to sell you on the match anymore? Punk Rock and that wrestler, yeah, he's got the black and green. Friend of the channel out there. He's out there. We've halfway borrowed his swagger for the Meltzer shirt, so he's just showing love out here. But yeah, what matches are you going to throw Punk or Roman into that would make sense before they have their match at Mania? Just saying. Alan, NXT tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. But Boston, being danced with you is fun. What? Corey, MDB, in a Mexican street fight on the banks of the Rio Grande, out in the West Texas town of El Paso. I'm commercial break right now, folks. Be a friend, tell a friend, and if I can find a way, if I can find a thing. So we're going to take a brief little ad break from our sponsors. And CM Punk's even out there damn near half a rocking our merch. So we're going to tell you how you can get our merch. But yes, first we got folks, we got the finest threads out there and the wrestling biz out there. Again, who out there is walking Nike swooshes and everything like that out there? And we got everything from fanny packs to lumberjacks to aprons to snapbacks to skull caps, everything out there for your pro wrestling needs out there. This music really tickles my fancy. The disco hit. I don't know if I'm a fan of the disco drop there. So y'all just arguing because something was meant for me and y'all took it sideways. You can have that. Kyle Allen signing 2-year deal with the Buffalo Bills. So we're getting all the Allens. Thank you, Arrow One. We already had Buell. That was the Kansas City's backup quarterback. We got already Nicole Hardman, but so we got Josh Allen, Kyle Allen, all the Allens. Both Punk and Roman have a common enemy in the MFTs. Maybe have Roman and Punk team up against Solo and Tala. Yeah, on a show that they're not involved for what? They're going to win the tag belts. So Roman Reigns are going to win the SmackDown tag team titles on their way to face each other for the world title. I don't mind when you can have this personal element to it and you slow simmer saute, you can get away with not having a match here, a match there. You can have that build throughout the promo, throughout the discussion back and forth, the build to it. I don't want to see just throwing people into matches just to throw people into matches. Because speaking of throwing people into matches just to be matches, I threw you in a match with me, didn't I? What? I swiped right. This motherfucker, if you had a choice, would have swiped left. What?
Swerving. As Punk does have a mic, folks. This was my concern about Roman winning the Rumble. Roman here once a while. See you sometime, Roman.
Is that a way that you can prolong without we need to through? Because everyone in the chat was saying, well, why are they in a match? What can they do here? Why are there's no matches here? But now you can delay it, you can stall it, you can prolong it. You can have Punk be pissed off. Well, Roman isn't here because he's a part-time, blah, 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 blah.
What I do like is they are really, like, I know people want the physicality, and that's kind of what the booker wants you to have, that feeling. The problem is some fans get whiny about it, and why aren't we getting it? Opposed to having that, like, damn, I wish this would happen. Like, I wish they'd throw hands. But every time we see them, it does escalate. And as much as I made my criticism of the Roman situation, but they have done nothing but escalate every chance they've got. Whether they're both there, one's there, the other's there, Roman's back next week. It's going to be fireworks. We're all waiting for Larry to hit fucking strays.
The MGF Hangman situation to me is how you don't handle that. Of you throw in this match here, that match there, and you get a law of diminishing returns kind of aspect to it.
Yeah, Roman's going to show up and go like, 11 strong with Rusev. I don't think so. Not.
I'm going to take on Javon, put the title on against Javon because we'll have that's the 7-night equivalent.
Yeah, we'll have an eliminator.
Oh, fuck me. But is this your main event? Is this your closing segment for tonight?
I don't think anything else is advertised.
So we're ending with Punk.
Yeah, I don't think anything else is.
Can I just say, I have hated since day one he's done the fucking slick back greaser, tell me more, the Elvis impersonator hairstyle. You either just go like grease down, it's kind of there, Punk, or you go bald head and kind of facial hair Punk. You don't need the pompadour, Punk.
Right. This one was for you, and then this one's for me, so it's kind of funny. This is where the chat makes me laugh.
Literally one person said a match. You're the only person who listed a bunch of matches was you, Nick. And this one I don't even know what context.
Right. The whole build. I complimented the build. I'm not being dramatic. Come on, Bernard. What are you saying?
I get back to, somebody only mentioned a match. You said matches. Well, I don't think there needs to be a match beforehand.
No. They're
Do
building.
Punk and Roman need to have any sort of confrontation with anybody else until Mania?
No. Finn, no. You don't risk doing anything. You don't risk either one of them getting hurt. Like, you build this. They're going to brawl. They're going to brawl next week.
They just had their match at Elimination Chamber, did Punk and Finn. Next week, we're going to get Roman, which they've stacked next week, by the way.
Next
Brock's going to be there.
busy,
We're going to get the IC title match. We're going to get the Grande match. We're getting everything. Right.
Punk is so self-righteous. Shut up, Phil. Oh, come on, bro. He's killing it. What do we do? See him, butthead.
Just a little bit. Just trim it down, my guy. Just trim it down. Bald is beautiful, Phil. Embrace that shit.
Right.
Asshole.
I know. I tried. Thanks for noticing.
Jimmy and Jay gonna jump on.
But you look at now, this is going to be interesting because you see CM Punk get annoyed that they're coming out, which the only reason he should get annoyed is because he knows he's going to have to answer to, why the fuck you say you're going to bury my cousin next to my uncle, bro? What you doing, Oos? I thought we were cool, Oos. What you doing out here, Oos?
And you saw it affected several members of the family, right? Like,
Zilla said, I'm going to slap the shit out you. Nine even said, we got problems. One, we started off the show. We thought we were going to get a 6-man. We ain't getting no 6-man. So good on him for that. Good on you, Joe Hunter, for that. But
right.
We started off, and they even said, we got some other things to talk about, and they walked away from Jackie Redmond.
Yeah. Oh, he was pissed. Yeah, he was hyped. Look. And look. Punk does seem like he's trying to reason with them. Hey, no, man, it's not at you.
Is that just like a pretend tough guy thing? You always got to grab like on your belt loop or your crotch, like to always act like you're so hard, like
right.
Because Jay Uso was doing that. Like, who does that? Like, I've only seen that in like 90s movies.
Right. Oh,
apologize. You will apologize.
Yo, he's bargain. Jimmy just staring him down. Like, I know Boston has a valid point of like physicality and stepping it up and not just promos, but you got to remember we got weeks. So if they start fighting now, they're gonna have to kill each other by the time they get to Mania. But a little side caveat like this with this intensity to me is elevating the overall build to the match, and to me it works. And again, I'm telling you, next week, the week after at the latest, but next week we're gonna get something.
Is the bloodline congealing?
Maybe.
Are we getting a blood clot out here? Rastafari, we get a blood clot, boy.
What the fuck did you just say?
You heard me. But I'm saying, well, if you got the Usos
I thought
out
I
here,
had the pun of the night. Shit. We're going to play that off like a pun, folks. We're moving.
Yeah. But if you're going to get the Usos out here saying, kind of walking out, what fuck is you saying out here, dog? Yeah. Do we start to get the bloodline reformed? I don't even know why that provoked you so much, but you can have that.
Right near the beach.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Come on, y'all.
Oh, hey, a waste of space. I don't know who you're directing that at, sir. Oh, Jay. Thank you.
I was just going to take that on the chin. You will apologize.
This is intense. Let's go. Yeah, nobody talk about my family. What are you doing?
Again, I'm going to leave you alone. No, the fuck you ain't. Do you not know Samoans? No.
Right.
Your brother was coming in a little bit hot, but you're coming a little bit cooler.
Okay.
Good cop, bad cop.
Right. I thought you said bad cop, bad cop.
See, monks of anarchy is what this here is saying. Straight edge through this world.
Run
All alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just disrespect.
But you just what
like
the fuck then?
Elder, my guy.
Are you arguing for us or against us right now?
Yeah, you hot tweed.
We don't care. Hashtag Nick Van Dam.
The fear I see in the back of your mind.
Oh, thanks. I can't be alone. Yeah, no, yeah, right.
You didn't have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
I just didn't see it coming. What's up, Nicholas?
Whoa, I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what? Mom, Dad,
you want to meet a fellow Nick? Our
yeah.
Nick's runneth over.
Pause. Oh, how now? Everything makes sense. I understand now. Obo went to Alabama. He is lucky he can spell his name. The smartest person graduate from Alabama was Forrest Grump. What? How the fuck did I fuck that up at the end?
Forrest Grump.
I just kept misspeaking and misspeaking. I know that was a transition of Obafemi out there in Alabama.
Right. It was a hard left.
Yeah.
Big Jim is so much better than Jay on the mic. He is so underrated and so good, Jose. And I don't think Jay's bad. But I do think Jimmy's better.
I think it's because you have the dichotomy of the two. You have the straight man, you have the hype man. You have the guy that's going to pop off all unhinged of say what one more motherfucking time. Right. And you have the guy that's like, all right, we can just handle this right now.
Yo, Jay is crazy right now. Yeah, reunite the bloodline. I'm excited. Let's go. Just fucking do that.
Reunited and
I don't care. I know, oh, they're doing it again. Shut up. I'm in.
Was he gonna apologize?
Did he break the microphone? Or just
you will up? Is it funny that Punk's got now the one getting dog walked down of you will apologize?
I love that Punk is 5'10", 6'1" with hair. It's killing me.
That haircut, I fucking hate it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You know that this is gonna just be Roman's gonna come out and you apologize to my cousins. They don't do with me.
Wait, no.
Oh,
you knew it. You knew it.
His family.
Oh, y'all be killing me.
We calling him irrelevant because he fucking is. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
They're gonna kick him in the face.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna say it?
Who are you? He'd be here.
Yeah.
Company. Sitting here talking to Roman right now instead of talking to you. Instead of his young boys.
Oh.
You gotta swing on that point.
Oh, and the Usos are off. Laying out CM Punk. I think Jimmy caught him on the right. My freaking ear.
But he's smiling though, and even we got you on this one. But that's a great follow-up of if Roman Reigns really gave a shit about anybody besides himself, I'd be talking to him right now instead of his young boys.
Oof.
Andy up, not that fool.
Let's go. A dramatic end to Raw tonight. Punk up. Yeah, crazy. This is telling me that Punk vs. Roman is about to be another one of those Avengers Endgame matches with 20 run-ins. It's potentially there.
No, because I think that this is going to be the Avengers because we're going to get, this is like your Ant-Man and the Wasp movie right now that's there just to kind of fill until Iron Man shows back up kind of vibe of, this is a nice little side quest. This is a nice little thing to patch over till we get to the next chapter.
Okay.
I still think you just have your straight up Roman Punk match, but I think Monday Night Raw was really, really good tonight.
It was really entertaining. I think it moved by a clip. Like I said, I had a bit of an issue. Like me personally don't love the format of a gauntlet match. It ends up for me always feeling like it's just a bit too long, and then there's a lot of spots, but I thought it was okay. A little surprised with Bailey being the person that's up to bat and gets the dub. But I mean, the ending of that match, there was good moments, good spots. I feel like the crowd lulled out a little, but they brought him right back up. A lot of cool shit going on. The way they're opening these shows with just everything overlapping everything, and there's crisscross, and you got to watch the backgrounds. I like it. I thought tonight was a really good wrestling show. Really good. One of the best Raws of 2026.
And I think we've started to turn that corner towards WrestleMania season.
Oh, for sure. Stepped hard.
Well, Stephanie's out there. You have the Dom and Finn segment and everything. You have Punk out there. I'd like to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Right.
To me, I'm at an 8.5 out the gate with this.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, 8 if I'm being a little nitpicky, if you will. But I'm right there with you. Like, I'll go a solid 8.
The gauntlet match, is that the thing that's weighing it down for you?
A little bit. I mean, again, I think it's if that match was different and a little more high energy, you might have got me up a little higher. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a solid 8. I can understand why you go 8.5. I thought a lot of good things happened tonight, and a lot of things were entertaining. I thought the fans liked a lot of it. Danhausen getting over it's crazy. The stories they're trying to tell seem to be working, and I'm intrigued. I like the Seth stuff. I thought the Seth stuff was great.
The Seth stuff was really good. I didn't even fully incorporate the Danhausen stuff, and I think that's pretty solid. I was even raising my hand of more with so many people, and I know we've even been critical, especially on SmackDowns and all of that, of the failing in booking, the failing in creative, allegedly, with WWE. It's not interesting. It's not doing this. It's not creative. Right. But so much is interweaved and so much is tied in. From the start of the show, ties into the back end of the show, and everything throughout is just a constant thread. Is that either a thing that's undervalued or underappreciated? Is that a thing that wrestling fans are missing in their online critique of WWE, that there's a thread throughout the whole show?
Yeah, I think that's an important part of the show and why you want to stick around to the end. And I mean, I think tonight ends on a talking segment. It ends on a kind of high intensity as far as what they were doing. But ultimately, you know, it's still a very strong ending to the show. And I was highly entertained right up into the last part of it, waiting for, you know, where are they going to make amends? Where are they going to find a babyface route to this? Now, a few people in the chat, Nick, have said Punk's the heel in this scenario, but I feel like the Usos were the one getting the Busos.
I think I like that it can go either way in your perspective with this. I think it's going to be a bit of that situation with Cody and Randy, of it's all on which way you want to look through the glass of whether that person's heel or that person's heel. Whether you agree with the Usos, no, you will apologize. You crossed the line. You disrespected our uncle, his father, all of that. You went a little too far, my guy. You said a little too shit out of pocket. So now I got to check you. Mm-hmm. Or if it works with, well, he don't give a about me and he don't give a about you. So anything I do is carte blanche. It's all on perspective of, and I think that's what makes it perfect. Of everybody can walk this line of gray, but they don't walk that gray all the time.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how the fans react to it all. I mean, we're going back, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good split crowd chant. Which that's funny. I couldn't say that on Saturday either. Split crowd chant as they go back and forth. But this is two superstars where people, we kind of said earlier, nobody matters and blah, blah, blah. These are big names. These are the biggest names in this industry. And tonight was good. I mean, the Usos have been very, like, are we seeing, like, if they get kind of heelish and reunite, does the Yeet start winding down? Are we seeing the end of the Yeet?
The Yeet might sunset, my guy.
Right? Get out while the getting's good?
Well, it's even then. Well, when you have Jacob have to pretty much say, shut up and just enjoy it, I think we're getting down to the bare bones of the Yeet movement. And even if it's not a full heel turn or anything, maybe it helps mold it back as to a tag team instead of it's Jay and the Jimmies that are out there. That it molds it back to we're together now again. We can be together. We're equal playing field.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, folks, we take a rating out of 10 for every single show. I also did put a poll up. Give us your grade, your Insta grade. What did you think of the show tonight? I only get 4 options, so A, B, C, or D. Consider D a fail. So let us know how you felt about the show tonight. Be honest. Don't stretch. Don't hurt your back making the vote. But 10 out of 10. We saw Liv. That's why, though. I mean, Sean's got.
You're not going to beat those allegations that you're not 316 at times, my guy. Instantly, it's Liv. You get a 10.
Right. I give the show a 6.5. Oof. What is up? It's 3. Dale, what happened? What's up, OG?
How do you get a 3?
8 out of 10. The crowd was 2 out of 10. I thought the crowd was a little up and down.
Seattle's crowd sucked. Let's start calling a spade, which, by the way, real quick, because I know our crowds kind of mentioned it. Am I freezing or am I glitching or anything?
Just a little bit, but I was trying to just get to the exit and be like, screw it.
Fair enough. Mea culpa. I don't see it. So.
Your audio is perfect. Your visual is a little funky, but I figure we just ski out of this motherfucker and go home.
A little skeet, my guy.
Right.
Seattle, weak sauce, applesauce, and it feels like the U.S. crowds, even Chicago for Elimination Chambers, been a little weak sauce.
I think you really notice it when you come off like a European tour and you're there for so many shows, and then you get back, you notice it like, oh shit, what happened to the people just yelling for no reason?
Even when you're louder than the live crowd, and you're like, wait, is there something wrong with me? And you're like, no, this should be good. So something wrong with you, kind of vibe.
It's a little confusing sometimes, but and you hear people online like, there's people that love Bailey, people love Asuka. They are in the ring together, and the fans are kind of like, oh. You're like, this is a really interesting thing. Like, are you really behind it? Like you said, if you want it booked, you got to stand behind it. You gotta be there for it. You got to support it. You got to make it, you got to be a part of the solution here.
Yeah, well, much like with anything, even with us, if you want to be there, you got to stay over and over and over and over again.
Right. You're not beating the allegations of being AI after this, for sure.
Fair enough. Then. That just means I'm Iverson. Where's my shoes?
Right. 8.5. We'll get your Reeboks for you. 7.5 out of 10. 8.5. Let's go. 8.5 or 8 out of 10. So a lot of people are feeling pretty good. There's a couple of outliers. So Punks is doing all the heavy lifting for the Mania because he's having the match, and there's every week to promo. A little bit. He is carrying the ball. Now Roman's going to be there next week. Is Roman there the week after? I don't know,
but I mean, if the part-time guy bodies you, is that an indictment on because he's only part-time, or is it the indictment on you because you got bodied and you got all this time to write?
That's a valid question without a good answer, in the sense of like, he shows up and wins, so it's kind of the way it is. Just
like Fab used to say, but body, but body.
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
8 out of 10. A lot of high scores. 8.5 is ridiculous, fellas.
I'll take that. I don't even know if at this point if the visuals even lined up with anything.
When it clicked back in, it looked like you were doing a shake weight. 7 out of 10. I gave the show 3. 3. What are people hoping for? If that's a 3 show.
Explain in the comments after this stream, because KJ's just writing out till my internet falls out, of what was your 3 rating on here?
Right.
What was so bad you gave it a 3 out of 10?
Right. Do like Nikki Mnemonic here said. Yeah, do that. You comment after, get your comments in, you're good to go. 7.75, 7.5. I swear to God, I'm trying. I was high and entertained. Yeah, let's go. This show, some people need to invoke some vitamins to help their wrestling pleasure. The show should have ended with Finn and Dom. That was easily the hardest. Yeah, but you're going to do your world champion. So I get what you're saying, and it was cool, and that was a better segment. I mean, a really good segment because I liked the Punk segment. Maybe overall a better segment because I finally got the Finn thing. I was pretty pumped about it. So I see what you're saying, but your world champ's going to go, especially when the Usos are beating up Punk. That's going to go last.
I really like Kashmir by Led Zeppelin, but they don't end the show with that. They end it with fucking Stairway to Heaven because that's their biggest fucking hit, and that's what you end the show with.
Facts. I like it. 15th, I'm turning 30. Let's go, Roman. Big old 3-0. 7 out of 10. I give it a 9. If pardon me, if Jimmy and Jay would have gone, CM Punk, that bitch slap in the way The Rock did. I mean, we still get the contact, but there you go. 9's a good score. Busos, hashtag Busos. No Molly Holly is my favorite thing I've read all night. 3 out of 10, no Molly Holly. That's a good one. 7 out of 10, 8.5. My problem with the Mania is all the matches that include people barely wrestling and the lack of advertising matches. Mania is 2 effing days and next month. I think it's, this is an interesting point, Nick, but I think they got a lot of runway here. And I mean, the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, that's all supposed to kind of, build to this moment, build to where we are.
You start to need to snapping these pieces together out here. Yeah. I mean, it's really cool that you got a nice Lego set. Now you got to start putting this shit together. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, and I feel like tonight was a big step in that direction. I think a lot of things came to be, and like I said, I think they're holding on, and to me, they had a fun show tonight.
It was a good show. We're definitely getting Finn and Dom come WrestleMania. There's other stuff that I think they're starting to do better at, trying to play spinning plates and put the balls in the air and see where they land a little bit.
Fair enough. I mean, there is a lot to figure out still for sure. Punk deserved it. Thank you for the super chat, sir. 7 out of 10 from Eric. Zilla Fatu still alive. Yeah, probably losing his mind. 5 letters, 1 word. Skeet.
Oh, remember when? Think about it. If you were a 90s, early 2000s kid, you were screaming that word in school at dance parties and everything. Like school-sponsored dance parties. You had no idea what that word meant.
School-sponsored dance parties?
You never had, whatever the seventh grade social, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Okay.
I don't know how to say a better word to describe it right now.
I got you. Just
you had chaperones and everything. I'm sure everybody you're on the vitamin pack right there before you walk in the dance, and you're spraying yourself with Axe body spray so you don't smell like the Cannonball for Men, and you just forget that that's very potent.
Oh yeah, come walking in like fucking Saturday Night Fever, bro. Those were the good times.
Everybody just looking up, even though instead of looking forward.
6 from Jerome, 8 for D Skills, 8 for John, 316 for Nair. Let's go, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the official score. Let's go. Casino's a classic. Rumble and Mania shaped the main event. The fallout after the shape is the rest of Mania card. Let's relax, guys. We got to worry about to eat good. I'm kind of with MDB. This is kind of how I feel. Like, I think we're okay. My only issue felt like Cody kind of bypassed the first 2 steps and just said, boom, I'm here.
Yeah, the fucker went to first class out the gate here. But I think we're about to get the buffet. We're about to be eating good when it comes to WrestleMania, I feel. I'm hoping.
I'm with you. I think it's, like I said, I think tonight was fun. I think we enjoyed ourselves. The show overall was well done. A lot of things I liked. So I'm kind of excited to see. Next week looks stacked. Friday's going to be interesting. Dan, again, I keep going back. Things like Danhausen got over tonight, so it worked. Oba beating Rusev and doing it convincingly. I know people are going to whine on the Rusev side of things, but that's a vet, and that's the up-and-coming guy. That is a good step up for Oba. Got pushed a little bit harder, but not that hard because he's still a beast. They're going to build this and build this. Someone's going to have to step up, but I almost feel like they might be getting him prepared for a big name. Is it?
Dun, 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 dun.
You feel me?
But yeah, we're gangbanging on appetizers right now, my guy. When it comes to the road to WrestleMania, we're gangbanging on first courses.
Right. So we'll see. We'll see. We're excited to see where it goes, folks. Revolution this weekend. We can't wait. It's going to be a fun one. The predictions will be out as soon as I kind of figure out what Tony Khan's up to. Actually, I lied. I'm going to put them out tomorrow, and I will leave the edit button open so you can go back and edit your answers up until the deadline. So make sure you get your predictions in for that. Don't forget, tomorrow NXT, the fallout from Vengeance Day. Should be a good one. Lots to talk about. Lots of changes. Lots of things going on. But that's it. Check out all the shit. And thank you for being here tonight.
Well, that was a polite way to end that, but you know.
It rhymed. It rhymed.
Take care, brush your hair. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, put that full life with it.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. See you on the flip side. Goodbye.